It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, good morning. This is Ernie Furgler, Furgler's Hardware Store calling.
Morning, Ernie.
Thanksgiving Day right around the corner. Oh, boy, we've got a lot of pumpkins left, about 3,700, but I'm still spirited. We're expecting a rush on our patented turkey deep fryer. There's always a caution with deep fryers, and I asked the boys in Screen Doors to pull out the turkey fryer video from their vault.
Okay.
It comes with every purchase of our fryer in hopes that people will watch it. I understand lots of people want to talk to me about the video. Must be good. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Screen Door Productions presents Thanksgiving Day Turkey and You. Turkey is the traditional Thanksgiving Day main course. There are several ways to prepare your turkey for a delicious Thanksgiving dinner that all will enjoy. A deep-fried turkey, while crispy on the outside, is juicy on the inside. A quality turkey deep fryer makes this job more manageable. You have purchased the Fry Gobbler 2000, the state-of-the-art turkey deep fryer. Here's Ned. He knows that hot oil in excess of 6,000 degrees will quickly deep fry his turkey while retaining moist, delicious meat. Before dipping your fowl into the boiling oil, it must be prepared by rubbing. Ned knows just what to do. Ned rubs down the bird thoroughly and now is checking every cavity to make sure it's empty. Use whatever is handy to check each and every cavity. That's right, Ned. Slow and easy. In and out.
All right, no. I'm Ernie Furgler.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanksgiving is upon us. Bearing right down on us.
Psyched.
Oh, you're psyched.
I love Thanksgiving.
Okay, no dread. All right. Christy Lee will be at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's my buddy Tom Griswold, who almost didn't make the introduction.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was out
On a coffee run.
He was on a coffee run.
Sometimes these apps just don't work. But
No operator error?
No.
Operator.
No, you always blame me.
That's because it's your fault a lot of the time. It's not.
No, it's an electronics issue.
No.
I couldn't get in the building today.
See?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be fired for 2 more weeks.
Thanks.
Hang on a
That's what I
second.
thought.
We have electronic.
Fire's a strong word.
We have electronic locks on the door.
Yeah.
And they
I think everybody listening probably, if you're in corporate America, you have these dumb apps that you can unlock a door with your phone.
Yeah, but the key fob was working fine. I don't understand.
Luddite.
well, the landline.
Luddite.
The
You know, the
landline was
horses were
fine.
working fine.
Yeah, except all the manure.
The horses were working fine.
They
All
can't
right.
give me
steal
this
all the info from our phones if we still use the key fobs, Christy. That's what's going on.
Good point.
Now, when you got to remember that.
And my favorite part
when
of
they
that-
had horses, it was about the manure.
Then
It wasn't global warming; it was global pooping. That would have been the problem.
That's all he wanted to do.
Talk about poop.
You know,
Already.
he wanted to
minutes.
say global pooping.
3 minutes in.
Global pooping.
Well, people always forget that. Oh, it's so nice when they're horses. Go to Mackinac Island, where there are no cars and there are a lot of horses. You'll see what I mean.
Easy, pal.
Can you imagine if everyone
That's
in New York City was still on horseback?
Oh.
Can you imagine the yikes?
You think there's an alternate universe? You believe in that sort of stuff? Like somewhere they haven't invented a car, and the scenario is just as you're speculating.
But I bet they have internet porn.
Maybe though, maybe in this alternate universe, if you want to watch something dirty, they come right to your house. You don't know.
They're very advanced. In the 50s, their version of Leave It to Beaver was really, really X-rated.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Yes, leave it to Beaver.
Yeah, of course.
On all caps.
Okay, well, let me get organized here. I'm running late. What do you got going?
We've got great news. We have a new World Series champion, and it is, as expected, the Texas Rangers. They take care of things last night in Phoenix against the Arizona Snakes. Bruce Bochy now has his 4th World Series title. 3 with the Giants and 1 now with the Rangers. Marcus Semien homered late, and the Rangers, and they were raging, held hitless for 6 innings by Zach Gallen. Finished a record. The Rangers finished 11-0 on the road this year in the postseason. Unbelievable. They beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-0 last night in Game 5, win it 4-1.
That is unbelievable.
Four games to 1. What do you think about that, Skip? This is Bruce Bochy from the Texas Rangers. Skip? Atta baby. And I want to tell you, that is actually Bruce Bochy grunting. That's not anybody around here.
And what have we learned on this show? That Bruce Bochy is very close friends with
Daryl Hammond.
Former SNL great Daryl Hammond, super great comedian, impressionist.
I don't know if he's former or still doing the announcing or not.
I think he might be doing the old Don Pardo role. I'm not sure, but he's no longer a regular cast member. But he's a terrific comedian.
And sad news from Bloomington, Indiana last night. Brilliant basketball coach Bob Knight has passed away. Knight's family made that announcement last night on social media. He was surrounded by family at his home in Bloomington. Knight led the Indiana Hoosiers to 3 NCAA championships among college basketballs, of course, winningest coaches, 902 wins in 42 seasons at Army, Indiana, and Texas Tech. And when he was at Army, he was the head coach when he was 24 years old. One of his players was a little scrappy guy
named
Mike Krzyzewski. That's right. I'm sorry, what is that? Mike Krzyzewski. That's right. And
I saw
they remain close.
How do they get Krzyzewski out of that?
I don't know.
It's always bugged me.
I think that's one of the few guests that you were really terrified to interview.
Oh, Mr. Knight?
Yes.
Coach Knight? Oh,
yes.
God, yes. And
when he was here, everybody walked out of the room and left me in the room with him. And he was so kind and so nice.
And I was alone with him for a while, too. Here's the thing about Coach Knight that I remember the most. And this is true of a lot of other athletes. You don't realize how big they are.
Physically big.
Yeah, that's true.
Bob Knight was a tall man, not to mention
Tom,
very intimidating.
Before I start screaming and punching, will you recognize Ace has to have something
I recognize
to say?
Ace. He's the only black dude in the room. What is it, Ace?
I was going to add on a side note. Bobby Knight once hung up on me on the phone.
You know what? I don't blame him at all.
Wow. See, that's
I don't blame him for a
second. What a smart man he was.
Well, what happened?
Why did he hang up on you?
You remember you guys used to do an all-day marathon broadcast for charity, and he was scheduled to be on the show. So he called while you were at lunch on a break, and I said, "Bobby, they'll be back at noon." And he goes, "It's Coach Knight." I said, "Well, Bobby, they'll be back at noon."
Well, you didn't show him the respect he deserved.
He's not my coach.
Well,
I think
still,
it's entitled.
yes.
No, blame him. No, I really don't blame him.
Yeah,
He was one of my favorite guests. I really enjoyed meeting him in person. I was intimidated as well until I sat there with
always
him.
wanted to talk about baseball or fishing. Did not want to talk about
loved
basketball.
fish.
Yeah, we off the air talked about Ted Williams a lot. I had read that Ted Williams book recently.
Didn't he have a fishing show?
He might have.
Oh, we had a number of fake shows that he hosted on that. We had some. We had one of our players could do an excellent Bob Knight voice. Well, some of those might be still airable, and with all due respect, I think. Maybe not. We'll find out.
He told me once. He said, "You're one of the few women that I really like in the world because you put up with as much as my wife does." And I loved him saying that. I go, "Thank you, Coach."
There we go. Well, yeah, sad news. I'm glad that he made his peace with Bloomington.
Me too. When he came back in 2020, that was pretty incredible.
Elsewhere in the news, you want to give me a teaser over there?
We've got world records coming up, and including there was a MMA fight in Poland between a mother-in-law and her son's ex-girlfriend.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's nice to know that junk television is worldwide.
50-year-old mother knocks out her son's 19-year-old ex-girlfriend.
Oh, my gosh.
MMA fight. Tell me you don't want to hear more about that.
Yeah, classiness. It's worldwide now. Yikes.
And a long time ago, in 1972, now that the Texas Rangers are formerly the Washington Senators, thank you, now that they won their very first World Series, back in 1972, they held a hot pants contest at Rangers Park, and we have a little audio from that. Let's just explore this together for the first time, shall we?
Oh, boy.
Here's what it sounded like.
Most attractive hot pants at Arlington Stadium tonight, and I thoroughly agree. It's quite an honor, right, Nolan?
Yes, sir.
Did you have any idea that you might win when you came out tonight?
This is a winner.
I didn't want to come. I thought it was going to rain.
We had a lot of pretty girls here tonight, and you won out over all of them.
A lot of pretty girls.
You won over all of them.
You won over all of them.
Where did you get that?
The wonderful world of X.
Wow.
You should see the video if you like the audio.
The hot pants competition.
Hot pants competition 1972. I thought it was going to rain. I almost didn't come. Well, now you're hot pants and you're the pretty lady out of all of them.
Yeah.
Who was the announcer?
Texas, I don't know. He looks like Oscar Gamble, who used to play with the Indians.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Coming
100. Oh, I'm sorry. I get excited when I see Sleep Number Bed.
I know. We'll get to that in just a second. Okay. I was going to say, coming up in the news, a sort of world record that is going to make Chick mad in two different ways. So I'm really excited about it. It's got two things going for it that he won't like.
Okay.
Now, also, cat news coming up today. Fascinating news from the world of kitty cats.
Why?
And Shark Tank update. What are the most successful Shark Tank products? They've just released the new results of that survey. Now, I'll need a 100 out of you, Mr. McGee. What's your Sleep Number setting?
100, the firmest of all settings. I like that firm mattress that Sleep Number gives me.
Now, what's happening here, of course, the Sleep Number bed, through the magic of electronics, the firmness of the bed can be adjusted. And it can be adjusted and then readjusted and then changed and changed and changed. That's because it's flexible. So you're not stuck with the exact firmness you got at the mattress store in case you change your mind. Because when you go to the mattress store at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe you're staring up at the ceiling and you don't know, it's kind of embarrassing. I don't know if I like this or not. Then you get home and, wrong choice. Well, not with the Sleep Number bed because it's adjustable. Christy Lee, what's your setting?
35.
A Sleep Number setting of 35 is significantly less firm. That's the beauty of the Sleep Number bed because either side of the bed has its own setting. It's that simple. It's been perfected by the folks at Sleep Number, along with a bunch of other things that will help you get a great night's sleep. And don't forget, speaking of a great night's sleep, daylight savings time ends this Saturday for most folks in the USA. So that's another excuse to think about how you sleep, when you sleep, and getting the ideal sleep. So choose a Sleep Number smart bed. Why? Because you can sleep, of course, at your ideal firmness level, which I just mentioned, your ideal comfort, and your ideal support. And now the new Queen Sleep Number C2 smart bed is just $8.99. This sale ends next Monday, so get on it right now. You'll find this, of course, at the Sleep Number store. To find that, go to sleepnumber.com/BT show. See the store for details on special financing packages out there right now. Sleep Number at sleepnumber.com/BT show. I mentioned cats. Also coming up, a bizarre story involving dog semen on the way. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob.
Of course, our house band today, the Black Moods.
Smack Tom, Smack Tom. It's time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again. Smack Tom, Smack Tom, Smack Tom, Smack Tom.
I'll handle the lyrics.
And we smack Tom.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pig Skin Pick, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Henry Phillips in the studio with us. Go ahead, Henry.
All right, well, this is a song about one time I was flipping through the channels and it was late at night and I saw that they had one of those televangelist preacher guys. Sure. And he was talking, as a lot of them do, about the end of the world is coming. And I want to tell all the people out there that the end of the world is coming. for some of us sooner than others. But not to be a downer in the morning, but it is coming in. So this is a song about what I would do if it were the end of the world. Here we go. Well, I was flipping through the channels on my TV set last night, and then I came across some TV preacher guy, and he was talking about some prophecies, and I think I heard him say that tomorrow was the end of the world. So then I went into my kitchen and I reached for that top shelf, and I grabbed the finest whiskey I could find, 'cause there's no need to save the finer things for later anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. And then I got into my car and I drove down to a street corner, and I asked some guy where I could get some blow. And then I went up to the prettiest hooker I could find and asked if I could do a line off of her Hooters. Well, much to my surprise, she said she didn't have Hooters. And much to my surprise, I didn't care, 'cause there's no need for us to not be getting transsexual hookers anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. So have a smoke, shoot some smack, kick a kid in the face, steal somebody's groceries, 'cause there's no need to not be a grocery stealing, little kid in the face kicking, smack shooting, smoking, tranny hooker getting, all the other stuff I said earlier, guy anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. But when I woke up this morning, I took a look around, and of course I saw that everything was fine. But I'm still gonna call and thank that televangelist preacher guy, because I had myself a really lovely time.
Oh, yeah.
$50 calories per serving. Or if you need an extra boost to help support your wellness goals, why not try Protein Plus meals with 30 grams of protein or more per serving?
This September, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/BobandTom50 and use the code BobandTom50 to get 50% off. The code BobandTom50 at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 to get 50% off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
In 1887, Chiang Kai-shek, who ruled China for 47 years, was born. He first gained notoriety as a great military leader who famously dismissed all the cowards from his military. In fact, he was the first one to call General So chicken. And eventually ordered him to go.
Bravo. Oh, I'd go out on that one, Tim.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
No matter how hard I try, can't keep my hands off my face.
Bob and Tom Radio.
You know us. We're Amish Bell. No poles, no wires, no phones, no nonsense, no shiny objects. That's Amish Bell. And now, new from Amish Bell, call waiting.
Hello, Graber. How's the farm?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom's very proud of himself for something. I'm not sure what it is this
Ace
time.
and I were having a moment.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You were hitting all my buttons this morning. You know that, right?
I could hit one button that would really make you go nuts.
Go.
You think
Go,
so? You
do it.
don't think I can do it?
No.
You think I can do it? Well, watch this. Is everybody watching him? Here he is.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, chick. Yes, Ace.
Why did the cannibal get kicked out of school?
Why did the cannibal get kicked out of school? I don't know why.
He was caught buttering up the teacher.
I don't know. There's some things in life you can't explain.
That's right.
You simply can't. But I tell you what you can explain.
Why there's 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com.
Yeah, baby.
Because it's their semi-annual sale.
And you get the whole steak?
Yes, 50% off at Omaha
No,
Steaks.
it's not half a steak. It's the price.
You know, clarity is my mission.
I know.
50% off at omahasteaks.com. It's the perfect time to grab your fall filling and grilling favorites. They are filling. Plus, when you use our code BTS at checkout, you'll get an additional $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Thank you, Omaha Steaks, and thank you, Ace.
You know why they're filling?
Why?
Because they're not half off the actual beef.
Right.
It's half off the price, which that's me, Mr. Clarity.
Yes.
Maybe I should be Captain Clarity.
You
General Clarity? I told you I could get chick mad.
I like General Clarity.
I'm so sorry. We have something fascinating coming up. I know. I'm so excited about this. I don't know, Christy, I gave you the story. We don't have to do it yet right now, but the story about
I don't know.
security.
I don't know whether I don't know what's more interesting when you say something's fascinating because I don't know if you think the way you're saying it, you're selling it, and people are believing it. Because I'm not buying it, and I don't think anybody listening's buying it.
I think let me just give you a hint.
I will say this.
This is fascinating.
I didn't know you were allowed to do that.
I didn't either.
So,
this involves passwords, which passwords, it drives me crazy. Everything needs a password now. I'm so sick of it.
I don't know why they don't go to the... what did I run? Oh, I ran into something yesterday, and I forgot the password, and it lit up, and it said, "Would you like to change the password?" Because it knew it was me. I was on my home computer. I'm sitting with my phone and my iPad and whatever.
Right.
And they said, "What device would you like us to send a code to?"
Right, of course.
And they sent a code, and I entered the code, and I changed my password to something I can remember, and I don't know why they just don't send us a code every time.
A lot of people are starting to do that now.
I think it's a great idea.
Great.
Just send us a code instead of having to remember a password.
But the world of passwords. I mean, it's just some of the things that require a password are really not necessary. I mean, come on. The one I really hate is when you get a magazine subscription and then all of a sudden it has to have the password.
So you can't share it with your friends, I guess.
Who cares? For God's sake. Look, you're lucky I'm still reading the magazines, okay? Give me a break. They'll send you an email. Hey, here's a story. Oh, I'll click on that. And then you go, oh, it needs your password. Well, you know it's me. You just sent me the... Never mind. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But we have something fascinating in the world of passwords. If it's not fascinating, ready?
Look, I will tell you this.
If it's not fascinating, I'll wash your car.
If it is fascinating, I will completely, totally, humbly apologize. And I will be sincere to
On your knees?
Not on my knees. Only because I've got like 3 bad knees. It's not good. Go ahead.
That would be a great title for a book.
3 bad knees.
3 bad knees.
3 bad knees.
We have a couple interesting things.
We're not going to do the story now after talking about it that long?
No, I guess we could.
I almost think we have to.
Yeah, okay.
we pretty much have to.
Well,
Rangers win the World Series.
Okay, I want to do one real quick. If you knew this, after she tells you what this is, I want you to acknowledge it, because I did not know this.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, Christy.
A security expert is suggesting a new way to strengthen your passwords. Use emojis. Mr. Stan Kaminsky with the cybersecurity giant Kaspersky said when intruders try to brute force a password containing letters, numbers, and punctuation marks, there are fewer than 100 variations for each symbol they need to pick. But there are more than 3,600 standardized emojis in Unicode. So adding one to your password forces hackers to go through around 3,700 variants per symbol. He added that while some sites might not allow emojis and passwords, the symbols might be easier to remember than a jumble of letters, numbers, and punctuation.
Well, yeah, he answered my question.
That was my question, too.
Yeah.
But apparently some do. I did not know you could use an emoji.
I didn't either.
Well, I don't. It doesn't sound like you can very
I did this yesterday.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. All my new passwords begin with poop and then smiley face.
Oh.
Poop emoji, smiley face.
I bet.
Don't say that. Now people know.
Yeah.
You silly.
Well, maybe they're ending with that.
That would be great if people would allow you to use emojis.
I didn't know, but I'd never heard that.
A lot easier to remember.
So,
champagne, wine glass, beer. No.
You ever used a new password and you get to the second password, it does not match your first password? Yeah, you got to go back. And then
you don't remember that the first one was?
They don't show it. You have to click the button so it'll show when you type it in.
No,
it just
you
gives
show
you the
it,
dots.
and then you have to go back, and then you throw your computer out in the yard.
Yeah.
And then you have to go buy another one. That's what they're aiming
Now,
for.
how many guys are going to use the universal erection emoji?
The eggplant?
Yeah, the eggplant emoji.
Probably a fair amount.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Eggplant emoji. 12 inches.
Peach.
XX.com.
Teardrop.
And the water spraying. What is that called?
Spurts.
And then maybe a raincoat after that. Is there a raincoat emoji? Probably not.
But it's more and more places now require at least some form of a
number or punctuation mark.
Yeah, or whatever you call it.
Special symbol, I think, or whatever they call it. Yeah.
Exclamation point is what I always use.
And a lot of them won't allow you to use the same letter 3 times in a row. Have you encountered that one yet?
I've never tried to do that.
But you've told me a lot about your password.
Well, most of my,
KKK.
Yeah, of course. No. It was XXX John's mom.
Oh, I said.
Oh, John's mom.
Wow. well.
This is one of those mornings we should go back and start over again. I don't know if we. You remember yesterday you were talking about hills you die on?
Yep.
You want to go ahead and review that so I can move forward?
Yeah, I think this is a fascinating topic. I think this is a fascinating topic. It's an example of something that really doesn't matter in the world, but it's something that you find incredibly irritating.
Mine was that why, because I love shrimp.
Yeah.
Why, don't say Mudvayne, why don't they take the tails off when they cook with shrimp? I'm not supposed to eat the tail. And I got to squeeze it apart, and I get all that goo on my fingers.
Scampi goo?
Yes, although I love scampi goo.
Oh, I love scampi.
You get one of those Cheddar Bay biscuits, and
Isn't that Scooby's nephew?
Sop up the scampi goo.
I mean, I think we determined that the shrimp thing, if it's like a shrimp cocktail, it's okay to have the tail on it.
Because you need it, because you got to dip.
It's like a gripper.
Right.
It's a handle.
Squeeze it and boom it
But
off.
if it's some kind of sauce with the shrimp in there, you don't have to want to dip in and get the sauce all over you.
I finally found a Chinese place that has married no shrimp tails and a decent shrimp meal.
Really?
Oh, that's great.
So
Are they the teeny tiny ones?
No, they're pretty good size.
All right.
Some of the other things on this list, this started on Reddit.
I have some to add, but go ahead.
Utensils should be at the end of a buffet or a cafeteria.
I don't get that one. What's the point? I don't understand.
Well, the point is, I'd go to the cafeteria with my girls all the time.
Yeah.
And I'll always forget to take the silverware.
It's right there with the tray.
That doesn't mean I don't see it.
He doesn't see it. Do you see the trays?
Well, he has to.
I have you
Because
got
the food would fall through the...
Yes.
That's where the pot. That's where
Hang
the
on,
pie goes.
Christy.
I get
you
the
and
tray.
I both know, not necessarily. Okay,
Christy's right. Those.
I can see you grabbing the Jell-O, putting it on the
on those bars,
and falling right there. What the hell's this all about? Well, you need a tray, sir. What?
Huh? They do have. What do they call them? Setups. Which is knife, fork, spoon, and a napkin.
Right, wrapped up.
They have a couple of them sometimes at the end in a jar.
For those of you like...
For morons like me that have to go back and get them because I forgot to pick them up. Because I'm dealing with, a 7-year-old,
You're
and a 10-year-old.
kids.
Yes, I'm wrangling kids. They have friends along that all they want to do is look at the Jell-O, which they get and never eat.
I looked at the cafeteria wistfully yesterday. I was hoping I didn't have time, but
these are so minor hills that one would die on. What do you have?
Why push the already lit up elevator floor button? It's not like it's going to get you the elevator any faster.
Yeah, that's a little annoying when you see somebody doing that.
I do that all the time. I do it.
However,
why do you do that?
I think we all
makes it go faster.
Push the button a number of times corresponding to the floor you're going to. Correct?
I do
not do that.
What?
You push the button 13 times if you're going... Well, they're not 13.
Not a lot of 13 floors. But,
12 times if you're going to the 12th floor.
So if you're saying if I'm getting in an elevator and I'm going to the 12th floor, I'm going to push the up button 12 times?
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I'm doing. Yep.
All right.
And the number changes what floor I'm going to. And I've never been trapped in an elevator.
Oh, you know what, then? We may
or been stuck in an elevator.
Here's a good hill. Steve says dip containers, such as French onion, ranch, nacho cheese, beans, salsa, etc., should all be made like hummus containers. More flat and wide so it's easier to scoop without getting residue on your hands. Some of us fatties refuse to spoon out a reasonable portion and prefer to dip straight from the container. I think he's right.
Huh.
Nothing worse than dip residue on your hand.
I think if you see someone and they don't return the cart, the shopping cart,
Oh, that drives me crazy.
Going to return it to the
Cart corral.
Cart corral. You should be able to run them over
Well, that's a little harsh.
with an automobile or a truck. I'm not going to.
What I like to do is when I take my cart back, if I see someone in a car getting ready to back out, I'll leave the cart there.
Oh, nice.
And then walk back to my car. And then when they back out, they hit the cart. It's funny.
Very good.
Hilarious.
Now, when you get to the cart corral, if you give it the shove from 20 feet away, and
absolutely,
and then it goes in but doesn't hit that little piece of metal on the ground and starts backing up, do you go rescue it? Or
that was one of my favorite commercials of all time. Was that it was for the PGA Tour, I think, and one of the golfers, I'm not sure which one it was, did that from like 50 feet away, and right into the cart corral, and the line was, "These guys are good." The PGA Tour this weekend on CBS.
That's
very good.
Do you ever have that where you go, do I take the cart inside or do I go to the corral? Because you're almost equidistant and you're like...
Yeah. There used to be a guy online that would sit in parking lots waiting for someone not to take a cart back. And he would run over with the camera and say, "Well, who's going to take this cart back?
that's
What's
funny.
your problem?"
Are you serious?
People got mad.
Have you seen the...
I punched him in the face. Horrible.
How about that thing they have that has like a motorized cart corral assist for the folks that are bringing the carts
I
back?
haven't seen that.
Yeah.
In Florida, they have the down the escalator cart. That's that's fun.
I've only seen that once.
They have that at the Target in Chicago by my daughter's house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, where you have to put your cart on an escalator to get up to the second floor.
It's a whole new world. If you're talking 2 floors in a Target, it opens up a whole.
It's amazing.
Yeah, upstairs, heaven.
Unbelievable.
That's great. Yeah. So, anyways, hills you would die on. If you want to send us yours, and again, we understand that in the world that we live in, these are very, very minor.
Oh yeah.
Here's
I have
one.
6 more, but the one I did was literally ignored by all of you, so I'm not going to do it.
Do it again. The trays for ranch dressing.
No, like a hummus. Like a hummus.
We did not ignore you.
I guess I didn't understand.
I don't understand it.
I thought the holes were. I thought the dip containers were pretty much uniform. I didn't know that some were smaller openings for dip than others.
You know, Steve, he's the guy who wrote in, "Not everybody will get us." It's the world that we're cursed to live in.
I have a vague one. I have a teeny tiny narrow cast one.
Yes.
My smallest hill is when I have passengers in the back seat of my Mustang.
Nice.
When they get out, the front seat has to be moved back. I don't care what, they will have to then move the seat forward to get back in. It just looks better being in the back position when I'm driving my Mustang.
Again, a small hill.
I love it. This is an example of a good joke with a better sign-off. Sometimes we know if the joke isn't 100%, the sign-off can carry it the rest of the way.
All right.
I will do it as written. The smallest hill I would die on is a C cup. Thank you very much.
Rest your head right there forever.
The thank you very much is what.
Thank you very much. No A cups, no
Thank
B
you,
cups. He actually, wait a minute, he actually typed thank you very much?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Gary writes, "My hill to die on. There are 4 ghosts in A Christmas Carol, not 3.
4?
Huh? Yeah, he's right. Bob Marley is... Bob Marley. Jacob Marley is...
no, that's Bob
the
Marley.
First
Wait a
ghost.
second. No, that would be funny. That would be funny if Bob Marley was the first ghost. The ghost of Christmas reggae.
Yeah.
Irie.
So it's past, it's present, future, past,
But
and
his
former partner, right?
Jacob Marley is a ghost.
Right.
Right.
At the beginning, isn't he the first one that wanders in the bedroom?
Yeah.
While eating the gruel. I'm not sure if the Mr. Magoo Christmas Carol gets
Wait a
that
minute,
right.
who's eating gruel?
Gruel? Yeah.
Not eating gruel.
In A Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
That must be just in the book.
Well, maybe it's in the Mr. Magoo version, which to me is
Yeah,
the
I think
classic.
that's... In the book, he's asleep and he's woken
Yeah,
up.
but doesn't the gruel make him restless? Isn't that the whole thing?
Oh, it may. It may.
You ever had gruel?
Isn't it oatmeal?
Isn't that bird feed?
I thought it was just oatmeal.
It's similar, isn't it?
I think we have
Or cream of wheat or something like that.
Malto-meal.
We have another assignment for Ms. Hooker.
To make us gruel.
By the way,
How do you spell gruel?
Gruel.
That's what I thought.
It's like
it's not the answer to Wordle today.
With a grill.
Oh, boy.
We also had asked Ms. Hooker to make us some possum. I have received several letters saying how terrible possum tastes.
Yeah.
People have it.
We're not having possum.
There are people that have a taste for it, though, and I don't know why.
Gruel is a food consisting of some type of cereal, such as ground oats, wheat, rye, or rice, heated and boiled in milk or water. There you go.
Yeah, but gruel has gotten a bad name.
Thinner version of porridge. Yeah, it just sounds horrible.
I did eat porridge last year.
Porridge is just another name for oatmeal as well.
Not the place I go. It's called porridge.
Okay. What it tastes like?
Yeah, was it
So if you
What
say
orphanage were you at?
you said I like a bowl of porridge and I like a bowl of oatmeal, they're two different things.
It was porridge.
I don't.
What was it?
What it tastes like?
What it tastes
It was
like?
delicious. It was kind of grainy.
Grainy. You mean like ice milk?
It was like it looked like kitty litter, but with kind of a little bit of milk on it.
Like oatmeal.
Like grape nuts.
Yeah, but it wasn't oaty. I don't know.
Well,
Would you get
Was
again?
it sweet?
It sounds
It was
good.
good. It was very good.
Looks like kitty litter.
Oh,
with
yeah.
milk on it.
Was it at that hoity-toity place you go there? There's no parking and you have to wait outside for a table.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, sorry to bother you. Can I get...
No, they're all very nice. I can tell you the history of all of their tattoos.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Okay,
Don't believe that for a second.
Coming up in sports.
World Series and big-time world records. And 50-year-old Małgorzata Zwerzinka, a popular Polish TikToker known as Goha Magical, is an MMA fighter. And
Okay, we'll look forward to that.
beat the hell out of a 19-year-old girl.
And has anybody here ever eaten pomegranate?
Yeah, of
sure,
course.
yeah.
I
It's
love
delicious.
pomegranate.
Really?
Yes.
I have not.
I have not. I don't even know
A
what
lot of seeds, but you get around
I
that.
don't think
I don't know what
recognize one.
Dickensian world you guys are living in, but porridge and pomegranate.
I'm shocked that you aren't eating pomegranate. That's one of the
really good for you.
superfoods.
Maybe they put it in something I order.
They may.
We have
Pomegranate vodka. That's pretty good.
We have pomegranate in the news, believe it or not. And, of course, a lot of sexy stuff, including sperm news day 2 coming up. But right now,
You guys know this. There's never a wrong time to protect your home, but this fall happens to be an especially good time because you can get up to 50% off a brand new Simply Safe home security system at simplysafetom.com. That's right. You heard me. It was named the best home security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. Simply Safe comprehensive protection for the whole home with advanced sensors that detect break-ins, fires, floods, plus HD cameras for both inside and out, powered by 24/7 professional monitoring, less than $1 a day, half the cost of traditional home security with new 24/7 live guard protection. Smart alarm wireless indoor camera monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders, helping stop crime in real time. A powerful technology only from SimpliSafe. And satisfaction backed by SimpliSafe's money-back guarantee. You try it risk-free for 60 days, and if you don't love it, return your system for a full refund. And now, get a load of this deal. The Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 50% off any SimpliSafe system with a Fast Protect plan. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
read the reviews. They're great. Hey, look at this. Aaron House agrees with me about the shopping cart thing. He's Aaron House. Work.
All right.
He lives in Michigan, by the way, Lansing.
of course he does.
Son of a bitch!
Well, he says he lives in Michigan.
Now, that's how people get their letters on the air now. You know that.
Coming up, we also have pizza news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and
With us in the studio now, 2 comedians. We are joined by Jimmy Pardo. Also, another guy. It's comedian Chad Daniels. Chad, I understand that you have an injury, that nothing humorous about it, but you look like you're in a little bit of pain.
I broke my tailbone.
Yeah. Did you break it like recently or
a week and a half ago?
Okay.
Tailgating,
How do you
following
too closely? You can't put a cast on that, can you?
No, you can't. No. I was drywalling. I kept bending over to measure and cut and everything, and I guess my leg muscles were too tight or something like that, and it kept rocking it back and forth till finally it snapped.
What?
You didn't even hit it on me. I didn't hit it on anything. From bending over, and that's the kind of shape I'm in.
Where's that tell?
Wow. Never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, the doctor said it happens a lot to pregnant women, which was really awesome to hear from your doctor.
Are your breasts tender?
You're the first man for that to happen to.
Was it?
Wow.
It sounds like it was incredibly painful.
It sounds like it is
Yeah,
painful.
my wife actually couldn't sit down for a while. Sympathy pains. What? What? Nailed it!
Ding, ding, ding,
I thought we said there was nothing funny about this.
Ding, 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 ding,
Wait a minute, hold it. Hey! Yeah! Hello, Friday morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's time for the air base. Ooh, here we go. Come on now. Everybody got her?
This is the guy that perfected it, Jimmy Pardo, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
Hey,
Hey!
what the matter with the head is?
Do you know the lyrics?
Little red ball.
Hey, hey, what's the matter with the guy?
Say it again.
Hey, hey, what the matter with your head?
Chicken? Oh, we've got something new.
What happened?
Oh, Lou Reed.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Jimmy Pardo on the air base, ladies and gentlemen.
Like you just don't care. Yeah.
Oh, you know, I go this way.
Oh, now suddenly it's in a stand-up acoustic. Oh, that's new.
Yeah, right.
I like that.
Very nice.
Hold your left hand higher. Remember, it's you. It's not a stand-up cello.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
It's not a stand-up cello.
Got it. That's it. That's it. You ruined it. You ruined everybody's fun.
Sorry.
You ruined everybody's fun.
It's literally just water.
Mouth it.
Mouth it? Has that been throwing you guys off? Like, I've been told that when I drink out of bottles that I really, wrap my whole mouth around them or whatever. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what people are talking about. How we doing, fellas?
All day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
I recently got married, and
attaboy.
Yeah, and my wife changed her name. I know some women have a problem with that, but I wanted her to have my old girlfriend's name.
She must really love you.
Call me old-fashioned, but
Hell, you got the tattoo. Why not?
my wife actually got pregnant on our wedding night.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, not by me. It was a crazy night. But either way, I'm getting a brother. So. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't think her parents like me, though, because apparently when you meet someone's mother, you're not supposed to hug her and go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if their dad's short, don't try and pick him up.
Oh, you're like a little baby, Daddy. Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Comedian Greg Hahn.
I play golf.
Oh, yeah.
I love golf. I got a lot of golf. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands. I don't care. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake, I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? You ever want it? 13 feet! I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport, because if you yell 4, you get to hit people with your ball. That was nice. People with houses on the golf course, they're always complaining, if you bounce the ball off their roof. They should shut up and wear a helmet, because I am playing through, buddy. I'm hitting patio furniture, bird feeders, I'm digging up cable. I'm not afraid to take a divot. They call me the farmer.
Ryan, how many lifestyle changes have you gone through?
This year, I've gone through maybe 2 lifestyle changes in the last couple of years.
Well, the first one was?
The first one was starting to eat meat again.
A second one?
Now going away from everything I've ever loved.
Everything.
Like it's no meat, it's no dairy, it's no alcohol, no caffeine.
You can't pet
a lot
puppies.
of fruits and vegetables, whole food. You're supposed to drink like non-fluoridated water that has minerals added into it.
This really sounds
so
dull.
it's no tap water.
It doesn't sound like you're going to make it.
No,
it really doesn't.
Right?
No.
It's like you have to find joy in the little things.
But don't you find yourself like say you're on a date and your date is?
I make a date exception.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So
I sure
there
do.
are exceptions
I've had
to
17
all rules.
dates in the last weekend.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schlitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Congratulations to the world of sports, to the Texas Rangers winning their first World Series last night over the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Rangers manager, Bruce Bochy, very excited to get another World Series.
Can we hear it again?
His 4th.
He's pleased, yeah.
Very, very pleased. Of course, the Rangers were they were the Rangers in 62, 63. They were the Washington Senators.
So you're saying it took the Senators a long time to get something done? That's a shock.
No, I wasn't going to go political with it, Will Rogers. I was going to say one of my favorite baseball players ever, Frank Howard, was a Washington Senator, and he went to Ohio State, and he just passed away recently.
Oh,
so
2 first names.
Frank Howard, yeah,
which reminds me of our of our pigskin winner.
Maybe he helped
another
from
one
heaven.
that we've had. Most of them have had just 2 first names. Not this guy. He's Dan Nettemeyer from Gulf Shores, Alabama. He was our winner.
Roll Tide. I've got a letter about Roll Tide
For Week 8. Congratulations. We're going to be talking to Dan later with the famous shoe-in of the week. Also, in studio, coming fairly soon, be prepared, the very handsome, muscular, and super funny Greg Hahn will be here. One of my very favorite human beings.
This from a far-off place called Rockville, Indiana, that starts with, yo! Listener since the 80s. Callers say to Mr. Obvious, long-time listener, first-time caller. He hates that, by the way. That's what I hear. Anyway, when you were talking about Gulf Shores, Alabama, and Orange Beach and all that, I said Roll Tide. Those unfamiliar with Alabama, as am I, do not realize that he says half the folks in Alabama say War Eagle.
Oh, really?
For Auburn, of course. Make my day and make my wife happy and say War Eagle once in a while. No, I refuse to do it.
Sounds good.
Ace, you want to do it?
Where's Auburn?
Well, it's not in Mississippi, is it?
I think it is in Auburn, Alabama, I think.
Yeah.
Hence the...
A valid question.
Auburn is in Alabama.
That was...
Tom,
yeah.
Tom, I don't think anything has illustrated my point more than the first 45 minutes of the show this morning. Can we please get, I don't care, a high school kid, come in and run the board? Can't we?
Auburn?
Can't we do that? Like a guy maybe be driving the cab, coming off, pull up in the parking lot, I heard her come in here, run the board.
Plenty of good radio people out there.
Plenty of good radio people.
You ought to work.
And she's his best friend.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I'm kidding, Ace.
So we're going to talk with Dan Nettemeyer, the winner. He won, of course, the Big Green Egg Mini Max.
Is that today?
It's Thursday.
Yeah, the shoe-in of the week. Shoe-in of the week coming up. We've also been talking about hills you die on, meaning minor things in life that are driving you crazy. And I got some great ones from
People
listeners.
who don't use their turn signals. Please.
Stop whining. I don't know of anybody who won't use their turn signal. That's
It's
just a
so ridiculous.
Well,
how am I supposed to know? I can't read your mind.
Yeah, I have a minor complaint about something. When I'm talking to a certain person on the phone, and she's in her car, her turn signal is so loud. This particular vehicle has a click, click, We get it. Okay, the turn signal. I mean, I guess they've
Did
had
you
a lot.
buy the car that she's driving?
What do you mean buy? Exactly?
In this case, it's annoying him.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, she's not complaining about it.
Wait a minute. Is it always on the phone, though, that you hear this? Because the turn signals, I don't know why this is, but turn signals are much louder when you're talking to somebody on the phone in that car than they are
if I'm
in real life.
if I'm in my car talking to her in her car, the turn signal is super loud coming across.
You and Christy are talking about a solution to a problem that, Christy, the reason they're loud is so that you know that it's on or off.
Right.
So we want them loud.
My ex, the baby daddy, he would not buy a car once because the turn signals were too loud. He couldn't take it. I go, what?
I would assume an engineer of some sort could probably.
I had a car
take
that
the sound thing off.
I was like,
I had a
what?
car you could turn the turn signal down.
Really?
Yeah, I turned it off. Because I don't care for turn signals. I say, if you're out in traffic, and you should be aware of where you're going, your road. You don't need to see, he's turning. I see it's turn. No. You know because you're aware. You're watching.
Yes.
You don't need a turn signal.
Yes, especially you're doing people a favor.
You know what? And another thing, the biggest problem, it's none of your business where I'm going, okay?
You know what I don't like?
What?
Buying gas. Hate it.
This could be my favorite one so far.
Okay, go ahead.
A hill that Randy will die on. When you go to a barbecue and the cook will not stop clicking the tongs over and over and over.
Randy, I know this isn't the case.
You are a genius, Randy.
No, you're not. You sound like somebody who's never barbecued. Clicking the tongs is what you do.
Nope. You don't click the tongs. I don't have anything to click.
I don't know if I ever stop clicking the tongs when I'm barbecuing.
Right.
Now, Josh, do you like the tongs that have the two flanges with the spring, the V-shaped ones, or do you like the ones that are like scissors?
Oh, I know what you're saying. I like the
I like the spring one where you have to push it in and pull it up to lock it.
Yeah, I like those too.
I like those.
Yeah.
Oh, no, mine are just a bent U of metal with the tongs at the end, so they don't.
Oh, okay.
There's no spring.
Oh, no spring loaded.
No, they're great.
Well, I'm sure.
Sorry to hear that.
You get another couple of years of the show.
Maybe you can lease. You can probably afford to buy some later on.
Maybe I'll get you. Christmas is coming. I'll get you another pair of barbecue tongs.
Maybe tongs have more to them, but there's more to break.
Yeah. When I give you Ace's,
so it's like an ice maker.
When I give you Ace's
salary,
salary,
break on you.
When I give you Ace's salary, you'll be able to buy the real tongs.
No, you won't.
Sorry, Ace.
These are.
Talk about credit.
These are pathetic tongs.
Well, those are ice tongs.
What are they for?
Okay, once again, hills you would die on that
For
are
an
very
ice bucket.
that are very minor.
Those are tweezers.
In a world going to hell.
Absolutely.
In a world going to hell, we have things that are minor that are bothering us. This one's for you, Josh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is all you.
Okay.
And me, and me too. It's a tie between the Oxford comma.
Yes.
Which must be used.
I use it.
I agree.
I agree.
In a list of things, you can't just tie the two together with an and. It's got to be comma and. But here's the one that I know bugs you more than anything.
Okay.
And that is the use of the word impact.
Yeah, I hate it. Yeah.
If you listen to any Inside the Belt Washington show, you're going to hear the word optics. You're going to hear the word resonate. I could live without hearing that ever again. If you say resonate, you don't resonate with this voter. And impact. Impact has replaced effect.
Yep.
You will hear impact constantly.
Yeah, it's rough.
That bothers somebody here. How about this one? This bugs me. One of the places I go does this, drives me crazy. They have two doors. The one on the left is always locked.
Does it have a sign that says, please use other door?
But doesn't the fire department require those doors be unlocked?
Drugstore or something.
Really?
I don't know.
Because the doors have
At least one of them's open.
In most states, doors have to push out.
You always pick the wrong
in the event of fire. So when you get to the door, you pull it, and I always use my left hand, and it's always locked. I go to the place every day, and I keep forgetting. Sometimes I unlock it myself. Just reach up, grab that.
Yeah.
Take
matters into your own hands.
Yeah, go to hell, pizza place. I'm unlocking you. I'm unlocking your door. You know who you are, and you're not really Italian. I know that.
Tom, speaking of pizza place, Patrick writes in, I can't stand when I go into a pizza place, order a small, and they say they only have medium and large. Medium means middle, So you can't have a medium if there are only 2 sizes.
That person is a genius. My new
Yes,
favorite listener
it's right.
Is the small.
Yes.
He's right.
Is right.
Medium can't be a size?
It
Not
is
if
a
it's
size,
one
but
of
only.
two.
But if it's
It's
You have to have a
referencing-
small.
the small
have a
is the
medium.
one in the
small.
middle.
Now, see, and this
I disagree with that.
This begins and ends with Starbucks. The
Yeah.
smallest size is called a tall.
Tall. This is a tall.
That's
this is
deceiving.
tall,
That's a
this is
lie.
short.
It's tall compared to what?
Yeah.
Not compared to anything else they have. So sorry. When we come back, more things to bitch about. That's
Hot
what we're
dog.
doing. Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888.
Now I know we're gonna try to do the big orchestrated version of Fred at some point.
Are we?
And we doing that now? Okay, so we're getting the.
Are we ready?
The official.
Y'all just tell me. I'll go.
We got the official Fred. Are the Fred singers out there at this point? We have to get some singers out here for this one. This is a song. This is actually the first
Hello, Wendy.
experience
Glad you
that that Rodney had with the Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra, and we brought Rodney in and did a recording of this song, which ended up being what the deal that got Rodney his record.
Yeah, I
record
guess.
deal.
I can remember the first time I did the show, and I did like 2 hours of this, and of everything I knew. And then I remember you asking me, well, you got anything else? And then I said, I got this stupid Fred song. And then that was the thing that kind of stuck. And out of all the things, and if I don't sing it, by God, I hear about it too at the shows. You son of a bitch, I drove 400 miles here. You sing the Fred song. Looks like you're going to be doing it a cappella in my pickup truck.
How many of the Fred singers do we have out there? Do we just have Wendy? Because
we have no idea where the Fred singers are. Well, there's one.
Okay.
I'm not sure there is any.
Okay, well, I know I can sing part of the Fred song. I can do it from right in here.
Okay.
You want to? Sure. Fred. Got
That's
it.
Fred. Very good.
We can all sing. I think we all know this one. So everybody sing their Fred part.
He once shot a man just for snoring. Got out of bed and he shot him dead. Well, his name was, I didn't know what his name was, so we just called him Fred. He was riding across the desert on a horse to another town, looking for a woman in a nightgown. The horse's name was, I didn't know what his name was, so we just called him Fred. Oh, now Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred. Fred's riding Fred, ha! Well, he got to a town, he met a woman in a nightgown. She was wearing a brown belly brand. Well, her name was, I didn't know what her name was. I got you, didn't I, boys? Listen, let's stop for a second. I didn't know what her... You guys want to try that again? I didn't know what her name was. So...
It's like Haywood meets Rodney.
I think I waited a little too long to come in on the end there. All right, hold on. Well, when we got...
know what her name was.
I didn't know what her name was, so we just called her Fred. There we go. Oh, now Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred, Fred's riding Fred. Fred's riding Fred. That song was written under the influence of alcohol and a few other things I can't tell you about on the radio. Had you been drinking alcohol at the time of hearing the Fred song, you'd be, well, I should say by saying that alcohol has a tendency to make you think things are actually funnier than what they really are. Had you been drinking alcohol at the time of hearing this Fred song, you'd be laying on the floor right now laughing your ass off. Saying the same thing I'm saying. Why the hell is he singing the Fred song?
Fred. Okay, do the Freddy.
Boy, that was just in pieces.
Dad, the kid at the door, knock, knock. Hi, Mr. Schrader, here to pick up my, I like your daughter very much. I own a van. Oh, God. It has the Kama Sutra bookmobile with it. Benoit balls hanging off the rearview mirror. I love poontang painted on the side. Oh, great. I guess I got a few years to relax.
Yeah, you got a few.
Yeah, as long as she's still, eating her boogers.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do, too.
I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3:16. Mm-hmm. And it actually says, sitteth thee in the end zone with a large sign.
John Joseph is our guest.
Try to figure out the words. Nobody. Dylan. Do you know the words to Dylan songs?
Not one of them.
Here's every song ever written by Bob Dylan.
All right.
Did I get them all? Did I miss any?
You got him.
Holy mackerel, Andy. Is that really his voice?
I think it is.
Come on. You think when Bob Dylan was in kindergarten class, he was saying stuff like, he took my glue?
Hi, this is Paul. And this is Storm. And we're Paul and Storm. And you're
.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair, there's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. You okay? You seem especially busy this
What'd you spill?
Be quiet.
He had his pliers out.
Trying to get the lid off the...
Yeah.
Oh. If you get the Starbucks tea, these new plastic things, you've got to have needle nose pliers to get the lids off.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You've got to have needle nose.
You can use traditional pliers. The needle nose give you a little more of the edge.
You can use your hands.
Sure. No, you can't.
In the surface area, of course.
Those lids do stay on. That's for sure.
I applaud them for that.
Yeah, they're good lids.
We've been talking about hills to die on for the last couple of days.
And contextually, we need to point out that we know that the world's going to hell right now, but these are minor problems that I think are fixable.
Well, we've got a problem with the person. A person has a problem with us because we're not. These aren't hills to die on.
Really?
They're nothing more than pet peeves, says Justin.
That's kind of true.
With all due respect to you morons.
Very, very good.
I think we've clarified that
he gives an example. Most of the hills to die on, you're reading just pet peeves. Shopping cart.
My pet peeve is the word ship.
Shopping carts in the car corral isn't a hill, it's a peeve. A better example of a hill to die on would be something against popular opinion. For instance, Godfather 3. Best installment in the trilogy. I'll die on that hill.
Oh, he's wrong.
Okay, all right.
Wow. It's stating that despite being an unpopular take, you swear by it and will not be convinced otherwise. I think Justin has a point.
Justin is right.
I think he's right. I think this is,
however,
a minor shade of clarification on his part.
This is from Marge. This might be my pet peeve, and it might be why I DoorDash and I don't go out. This might be the number one reason.
What's that?
Trying to go through a drive-thru. It's impossible anymore to go through a drive-thru.
What's gone wrong?
What's wrong?
And I will die on that hill.
What do you mean?
Ever get behind someone in a drive-thru and they act like they've never seen the restaurant, the sign, the items? Then they ask, well, what kind of fish is it? I've worked in fast food, says Marge. Hate when people do that. And the kids, I would go through the drive-thru and I would make sure that everybody knew what we wanted. And before we got there, even if I had to scream at them
or pull the car over, I'm going to pull this car over.
Relax, Marge. It's not that big of a deal.
Really? Are you super? Are you all zen?
The food will get in your face soon enough.
And that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, no,
I'd like to read Tom's.
But I want to defend all the hardworking people at drive-thrus. Have you ever gone through a Chick-fil-A?
Look,
they have it down.
They have guns that have sour cream in them in the drive-thru. It's built for speed.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening?
Do they have a home version of that?
Oh, I wish.
I'm sure they do. Go to Amazon; they have everything.
A restaurant supply store. Yeah,
there's a 3-day waiting period.
Sour cream gun
for the big.
Yes, you have to fill out a background check, but still.
I'd like a sour cream gun, please. Once again, when we say hills to die on, we understand how minor these are, and yet.
Would I end up on the news if I tried to rob a bank with a sour cream gun?
Yes. Yeah. That would make the international news.
I'll help with bail.
That'd be huge.
Okay, let's do it.
That would make the international news.
We'd go viral.
Let's do it.
We've had dumber things happen with fake guns, but that's a pretty good
You can
one.
still land in prison for that, though.
20 years.
It's a sour cream gun, Your Honor.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. We've had don't people go to jail? They've used their finger in a coat.
No.
Yeah.
You'll be finding out a lot about fingers when you get to prison.
I don't care. I'm outgoing.
No, it's the incoming that you got to worry about.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, Chris. Do you have a hill to die on?
Well, this guy was backing me up on the turn signal issue, and I'd love to read his email. Tom, I thank you for listening. A delivery driver in Michigan. He says he's actually born and raised in Jackson. But it's a run-on sentence with no punctuation, and I don't have enough breath for it. So, but he did say that very few people are using turn signals anymore. It's very hard for him to make deliveries.
That sounded like a criticism.
She
about his email.
absolutely. That was a humble judge,
Yeah.
if you will.
Here we go.
I'm sure he talked in through the phone. It was Siri, but
As you know, I like to have a clean car.
yeah.
I go to the car wash almost every day.
Twice, sometimes 3 or 4
But I
times.
do have a
day.
beef.
Almost always twice a day.
Although I will say the people who work at the car wash are fantastic, and they're the nicest people. I don't
Will
know
you
how they
stop
do it.
being afraid to offend somebody? My God.
Would you just take a stand on something? You know why you do this? You know why? Because psychologically, you really do hate everybody.
Yes.
That's why you keep saying, I'd like to clarify. I said I love
Hard-working
everybody,
people.
even though I hate everyone. You're not helping yourself.
These are lies. Christy, you'll back me up.
What's your beef with the car
You
wash?
like a nice car.
Yes.
So, chick, you have a nice car. Ace, you can't go through a car wash because your back window is made of...
It's only been that way for a
Plastic.
week and a half.
Ace has dry cleaning plastic from my office covering his window.
Martinized.
I can't loan you my Suburban anymore. I've loaned it to somebody else.
He never wanted it. He never wanted it.
I offered it to him.
Stop talking about your Suburban!
I don't have it.
You bastard!
The turn signal's too loud in that car.
Okay, fine. This is The Hill I Would Die On, writes Jason. At the drive-through car wash, they don't space the cars out when you go through.
I
He's
agree.
right. He's right.
They keep going, move forward. I don't want to
No.
hit the guy in front of me.
I don't either.
No, I don't care about hitting them. That's my wash.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing this
I
wash.
want-
Exactly.
And the dry. I don't want to share my dry with that guy.
He's right. You're all right.
I don't want to hit him. The other thing is I want the mirror back so I don't ruin my expensive tires when they aren't paying attention.
Oh, my new car has that camera on the front, so I can. It's awesome. Your car, I know, has that too.
Yeah, well, that would require reading the manual. I don't have that kind of time. Thank you, Christy. Could I just beef
You
about
got time to bitch about it.
That's right. I'd rather do that. I got to have someone come and show
I
me
heard
how
you
to
in the
work that.
hallway, by the way, talking to somebody about a cement truck driver. What were you talking about?
Oh,
we were all sitting in here going, this is going to be good. And you started out with,
Oscar-
get a load of this guy.
No, I had someone help me with a minor thing at my house, and Oscar had a guy do some what do you call it? Grout work, and he didn't wipe the grout down properly, and now the grout has dried all over the tile.
That happened to me in a sink. Yes,
and
It's
so
awful.
we're trying to figure out how you can rub the grout off without scratching the tile. I don't know if there's a way to do that. If there's
You just have to moisten it enough and get it all wet.
I don't know. Well, we need to talk to a pro. But we could get back to things we're bitching about. What else have you got over there, anybody?
Or sell your house.
Blowing one's nose at a table in a restaurant. Go to the effing restroom, says Daryl. He's right. He's right.
Now, wait a second. Now, what's your philosophy on... Excuse me, not your philosophy. What's your policy on blowing your nose into a cloth napkin?
Yeah, that was going to be my thing.
You take that cloth napkin into the bathroom, whether you're blowing or wiping.
And then you throw it in the trash because you don't want.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't use
do
the
that
cloth
anymore.
No, of
napkin,
course
first
not.
of all.
Of course not.
You don't?
No.
No way.
What if it's an emergency?
You go to the restroom
Yeah.
You've blown your nose
in
on
a cloth napkin?
Maybe recently.
Maybe recently.
Oh, my
What a monster.
God.
Then I roll it up so that the server doesn't have to touch it necessarily.
Yeah, you're always thinking of others, aren't you? Honk, honk.
Can't believe you did that. I actually had a girlfriend who A guy did that on a date. She never went out with him again, ever.
That's a deal breaker.
It's
You're
a
not
deal
getting
breaker.
any of this.
You know what? That's a hill I'll die on.
Yeah.
I don't like a girl to tell me no.
There you go.
Ever.
Yeah, what the hell's that all about?
This is a contract. Dinner is what you get.
I'm trying to compliment you with my body.
You think you're full? Not yet. Room for more. Which reminds me, coming up.
Don't blow your nose in cloth napkin.
People who get on elevators before allowing the people on the elevator to get off the elevator.
That's a good one.
Yes, you're
That's
allowed to
just
push that
rude.
person.
Are you?
Yeah, yes.
Didn't know that.
Also coming up in the news, we have two different stories involving the human seed and animal seed, if you will.
We have a missing pig.
Sort of a semen fest.
Jizzola?
You know, I will not go to another semen fest.
Well, it's called Jizzapalooza.
Why, did they run out of crackers the last
Yeah,
time?
they're selling tickets, by the way. They're selling tickets for Jizzapalooza. It's 14 months away. They're trying to set the record for the longest time between an actual concert and the ticket sales and the compound interest tours that are out there right now. I'm so sorry. What else do we have coming up, Christy Lee?
We have a missing pig with Kevin Bacon in the title.
That's funny.
And we have when you're traveling, you got to be very careful about using translations.
Oh, traveling, man.
You never know in a foreign country. You might have wanted a pomegranate, but that's not what you asked for.
The translation apps.
Yeah.
I have one. I tried it on someone recently, and
pomegranate in Spanish sounds just like snake fangs.
Oh no!
You have to be careful.
Actually, it's worse.
It's worse. Yeah.
If you can believe it. Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. What are we talking about? Well, we're talking about your brain and sometimes your brain gets in your way, and you know what you should do, but you know what's good for you, but sometimes you can't do it, and you got issues with yourself. It's okay. Everybody does. And therapy can help you figure out what's going on and maybe what's holding you back. And you can help everybody else once you've got yourself in gear in the proper place. That's where therapy comes in. And BetterHelp is a really great idea, taking advantage of contemporary technology and that thing you're carrying around with you all the time. I'm talking about that computer. We call them smartphones or a laptop or a desktop, whatever it might be, because BetterHelp is all about hooking you up with a therapist and doing the therapy itself online. You fill out a brief questionnaire, and you'll be hooked up with a therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. But then the therapy itself is done online. That's the key, because that makes it so much more convenient. And in some cases, you don't want to be in the same room with a therapist because maybe it makes you nervous. And you can do the therapy. You could do it in the form of texting back and forth, or you could do it in the form of, say, a phone call, more or less, or like a Zoom conference call. It's up to you. That's the beauty of this. Flexibility is the beauty of BetterHelp. And, of course, the biggest part of the beauty is helping yourself with therapy. So make your brain your friend again with BetterHelp. You go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Add that /BT Show part to knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show to get on your way to being your best self. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. Thank you very much for listening. We have a bunch of other sort of pet peeves or hills you die on, not to mention a couple interesting things in the world of sports. And comedian Greg Hahn will be in here, and he's one of my favorite human beings. What can I say? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. And we're doing kind of a musical chairs thing today. And, it's actually a musical chair right now because joining us in the studio, we have singer-songwriter, actor, and comedian Stephen Lynch. I throw in the actor thing because you spent how did you describe it?
9 months in hell.
Sentence, was that the word you used?
9 months in hell is what I just heard.
You were on Broadway. Do you want to give us give those that haven't heard about this the background on?
The Wedding Singer.
You portrayed
the very popular Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie about crazy kids in the 80s.
Turned into a very successful theater piece.
Very successful.
Well, you did it for a pretty long time.
Mildly successful.
I mean,
it was fun. But I had my toe on the trigger pretty much every day of the last 4 months of it. Well, I realize I'm making it sound like it was really bad.
No, but I mean,
it wasn't. It was time to move on. You know.
Can you play one of the new ones for us? And
I think so.
Okay.
We just had a little powwow in your producer's office about what I can and cannot say on the radio these days.
And there have been moments before. You think this one's okay?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it's not.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Lynch.
This is a song I wrote. I discovered, oddly enough, that I had an uncle, a great-great-great-great-great-uncle who lived in the medieval period. He pretty much did for a living what I do for a living. He was both a troubadour and a court jester, and I think he used to play in the court of the king and the queen. And I discovered one of his old compositions that he wrote for the lute, and I transposed it to the guitar.
Good, because we don't have a lute handy.
No. I don't either.
Because I like guitar comics, but I hate lute comics. Prop guys and lute comics.
Those are the worst, aren't they?
Just hacks.
They give us all a bad name. So this is one of his compositions, and I just thought I'd try it for a modern audience, see how it goes over. Come, fair lady, to mine bed we go, and verily sweet pleasures we shall know. Yet, where thy belly meets thy limb, I beseech thee, give a trim, for thy bush doth overflow. Milady doth have a 70s muff. A 1470s muff. Zounds, it's as prickly as a Christmas wreath. Think it might hide some baby birds beneath. Pray, shave it off to make a coat. There are fur balls down mine throat, short and curlies twixt my teeth. I sayeth not thy is hirsute, but it looketh like thou hast buckwheat in a leg lock. My uncle was also a very hacky stand-up comedian. But soft, what hair through yonder girdle grows, to be or not to be put in cornrows. Oh, it is beastly and unruly, and it smelleth of patchouli, and that offends my nose. I sayeth not thou art furry down there, but it doth resemble Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, medieval bush.
Bravo. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, lords and ladies. Thank you.
Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen.
What is a lute?
A lute it looks like a pear-shaped ukulele.
Yeah, it goes...
Kind of a...
Well, there's no neck. There's no neck, though. Look like guitars. I think those are lutes.
To change an old joke just a little bit, the best sound a lute makes is when a banjo lands on it in the dumpster, or an accordion, one of the two. I'm sure there's a
really anti-lute, man.
I do not like
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big...
Just shut up. Now, wait a minute.
Bob and Tom in the morning, and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Mike McRae, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Life's too short to hang out with a bunch of ass bags.
That's the one. I love that song.
And we're way too young to waste precious time with dickweed. And you'll know one when you see one, 'cause he'll look a lot like me. Life's too short. Dun, dun, dun.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom, we've got a special guest in the house.
We sure do.
In the studio.
The handsome factor is unbelievable. It's comedian Greg Hahn.
I am so happy to be here.
Turn your mic on, bud. There we go. There you
Check.
go.
Hey, check. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Hey, I'm fired up. Hey, thanks for having me here. You're invited to my house. Naked ping pong in my new house.
All right.
Shovel shots and duct tape. Cupcakes and cage fighting. Come on, it's Thursday. We made it to the weekend.
All right.
Thanks for being here.
Come
on.
Did you
beautiful
finally
Bob and
find
Tom
a new
audience.
house?
I got it. I got the penthouse.
Did
I
you
got the
get it?
penthouse.
Yeah.
Some people have to raise kids, send them to college. I have to pay a big HOA. Come on. Woo!
That's very exciting. Greg Hahn has joined us in the studio. I can't help but notice. I was looking at Greg Hahn's handwriting.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
How dare you bring this on the air?
I think it's amazing.
How dare you?
And I noticed you're a left-hander, the way your S's are slanting.
Interesting.
And he said it like he was
Detective
Kojak. You know, I could tell you're left-handed by looking at your right.
I have one of my daughters is left-handed, so I've noticed that. But your handwriting is so neat and clean. It's like mechanical drawing handwriting.
Interesting.
Architectural drawing. Were you doing that at some point?
No, never.
Wow, very, very clear.
Way to go, Columbo. You got it again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes.
Your spelling leaves something to be desired, but no, I'm kidding. Greg Hahn, is this correct?
Yes, all correct.
You mean you're going to be in Lexington, Kentucky at Comedy Off-Broadway starting tonight?
Yeah, this weekend.
All right.
It's
It's
a classic
unbelievable.
place.
Well,
It's beautiful.
you better hurry. Okay, thanks.
Aren't you with Willie?
You can be with one of the most beautiful cities in the world tonight.
Yeah, Lexington, beautiful.
You know, Willie's at the Ho Chunk with
Oh, that's
Godwin,
right.
with
That's
Godwin and
Saturday.
Oskay on
Yeah,
Saturday.
that's right.
The Ho Chunk, you're going to be at the one in the Dells.
That's correct.
All right, we'll get some details on that. But the very handsome Greg Hahn is here with us. By the way, the corporate party season is here. If you want to have the greatest party in
That's
history, go to GregHahn.com. That's HAHN. Write it with your left hand on your computer. GregHahn.com for bookings for some great corporate comedy. I look over that way and I see a frustrated and upset Chick McGee.
Stupid world record. Teen blows audience.
Is that right?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Teen blows audience away
Okay.
with somersaults. A 13-year-old boy from Germany has broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to burst 20 balloons with backward somersaults on a trampoline.
This is a very
How
specific,
in the world
dumb
is he
record.
doing that?
They have this carousel thing spinning above him with balloons on it.
Yeah.
And then he has spikes on his shoes.
Oh, all right.
Well, that would help.
So he's doing backflips.
He's doing backflips.
Not somersaults.
Well, I don't know that. Yeah, yes, he's doing back. I didn't write this. He's doing backflips. It's the stupidest thing. It's, the setup.
Julius Bile.
Yes.
No relation to Simone Biles.
Achieved the feat with an official time of 44.37 seconds. For this record, Julius wore special shoes tipped with pins in order to pop the balloons, which were hanging above his trampoline on a rotating pole.
All right.
That's amazing.
This is totally useless.
Well, congrats on the record. Most of these are.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a circus he can join.
Oh, you ain't heard nothing yet.
Oh, yeah.
This sounds like something Han would do, because this sounds fun.
Okay.
Are you ready to have fun?
Yes,
Uncle Chick.
From Jackson Hole, Wyoming, they're calling on skiers to help break the world record for the most people skiing in jeans.
Oh, can you imagine?
Wearing
dungarees.
Good Lord.
This record is whiter than the snow.
The resort aims to kick off the season. This is a record, hopefully, fingers crossed, yet to come. Scheduled for Saturday, December 9. It's offering participants $25 lift tickets, $25 rentals, and $100 off group lessons.
Wait a minute. You need a lift ticket? That's not part of the experience? You have to pay to get up the hill?
That's the whole point. It's a scam.
It is a scam.
Oh, it's not. It's fun. You get to go skiing
it's a fun scam.
Jackson Hole.
According to Powder Magazine, and this better be about, what's the name of the actor who played Powder?
Oh, boy. Sean Patrick Flannery?
Sean Patrick Flannery. Yes, I think it was him.
I don't know if it was
Remember Powder, that movie?
Yes.
Jeff Goldblum? Boy, that's a good one, Tom. See, this kid gets hit by lightning. And
he's very pale.
He's very, very pale. The current record of 80 skiers set in 2020 in Colorado's Arapahoe Basin.
I see.
So they want to. It's the most people skiing in jeans. Now, can you wear a top?
I would assume.
Or is it just jeans?
Wow.
That'd be.
It's not an 80s comedy.
You feel somewhat proud of yourself asking that question. I feel
This
I get
is
that
so
feeling.
random. skiing in jeans is not really that much fun. Legs are going to freeze.
That's why this is the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It depends on the
I
temperature.
said skiing in a ski suit.
It wouldn't really be a record, huh?
So skiing with coupon holders only. Can you imagine? Goodness gracious.
But this seems very specifically dumb. Like, skiing while smoking Newports. What?
That sounds funny.
A cigarette
Kind
would
of
go out.
fun.
Newport
Skiing in
always-
jeans? You've never done that.
You know what? Newport advertisements, print ads, always did have them out like throwing
Yeah.
snowballs and
They don't show them in an iron lung with
There's always some blonde.
they don't show 'em with an iron lung
Smoking 'em up.
with the family praying beside them with a
he's
priest.
got the he's got the cigarette in there building a snowman. Yeah. Newport.
Have fun, kids.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Merry Christmas.
Now watch me pee my name.
Now there's a record I'd like to see.
Oh,
the longest name, Pete.
Longest name peed in the snow.
we could get Kostaki to try it. Kostaki
Oh,
at
that's actually fun.
Well, you're
See
gonna
if
have
he
to
can actually pee his whole name in the
drink
snow.
a lot of water.
That would be
or beer.
That would be a feat. Now, if Greg Hahn were to do it, we know one thing: the printing would be nice and neat.
Oh, son of a
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, you pee with the left?
The dress is left.
What is that old joke? It's my next door neighbor's handwriting or something.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Something like that. Or
Well, I'm not mad at you because you peed your. It's not, or it's her handwriting.
it's
or
her
something.
handwriting,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, it implies this. Neighbors are having sex. Is what it implies. Very funny.
So she's using his
Grabbing a hold of it to write with it. Yeah, that's
well,
right.
that's a trick. Do you go script or do you print? I guess if it was somebody else's, you could pinch her off.
Wow.
Greg, you glad you came in this morning?
Yeah. I don't like dating girls with poor penmanship.
Oh, really?
No.
Are you dating someone right now?
Oh yeah, I did some nice. I know some girls. The whole thing makes me lightheaded.
Oh,
you know?
Really?
You know what I mean? Like when I was engaged, I was lightheaded the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's anxiety, right? This is not a bit. This is I'm just talking to you.
I know. Yeah, no, you need. Yeah.
You were engaged?
Yeah, I couldn't even see the whole time I was engaged. Way back when, in my 20s.
Oh, wow.
What if that happens when I get married? Do you take this girl to be your wife? I don't know. Is she around? Do my shoes match? She
He's
smells
blind.
nice.
The man is blind. Now we gotta bring you up to speed on our topic.
Yeah, what's going on?
We're talking about small things. Some may call them pet peeves. Some may call them hills you would die on. Just small things. Christy, give Mr. Hahn an example. What have we talked about?
Oh, we've talked about, let's see, what have we talked about?
Well, here's one, Christy. I wanted to get your take on this,
Okay.
if I may. Dearest gang, replacing empty toilet paper rolls.
Oh, my God.
Not just placing them, but actually
Don't get
tossing
me.
out the empty roll and replacing it with a new one.
Yeah.
We started about the toilet paper dispenser in this building. It's still in there.
Yeah, it's bad. But
Still.
Well, and my kids are notorious for this. And then they don't replace it, and you're like, you go and sit down, and it's too late, and you're like, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
No, that's where that curtain got.
Now I got a couple of those.
Pet peeves?
Yeah, one of the car dealer doesn't know the horsepower of the car. How much horsepower? You want to know? That's what I want to know. That's it, and that's all I want to know.
That's the only
How many
question we
horses?
got. Yeah.
That's
Now,
one.
the opposite of the toilet paper not being replaced
Yes.
is when they drink all the milk and they put the milk carton back in the refrigerator.
It's not just milk, it's anything.
So you've got the cereal in the bowl. You open up the fridge, grab the carton, and it's empty. This won't happen to you, Mr. Hahn, because you live alone.
Yeah.
I can imagine your refrigerator must look like.
So I go out to eat. Why does the waitress park me in the? Why is my table next to other people?
That's what we just said yesterday.
that actually started this whole thing.
That's
Okay.
exactly what started.
How about when the waiter comes up and you say, "How's the fish?" I don't eat fish. Do you work here? Ask somebody.
Maybe lie. Which one are you making the most money on? Say that's the one you always get. How about when the waitress sits down next to you, Mr. Hahn? Do you like
Who
that?
does that?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, sure.
You like that?
I like it too.
Scoots up next to you, kind of maybe rubs the thigh, and
I mean,
you're.
it's never happened my entire life, but I
was
think
going
it
to
sounds
say,
fun.
you have waiters and waitresses that sit down at your table?
I don't ever have a problem with it.
I like that.
The only time I had a problem with it is when Chick and I were at a place and she didn't just sit. She sat and told us about her life.
Yeah. Well, you know, my sister, she lived in Raleigh for quite a while.
Now, if she'd been super hot, would that have bothered you?
She wasn't ugly. It was literally like,
No, I'll take this. It's okay. You're a gentleman. She wasn't hot enough to sit down. Okay. There.
Okay. That's a nice sexist.
I'll clear
factor
that
there.
right up.
Okay, this one's controversial.
Okay.
all right.
And we'll get letters both ways on this one. I do not shut off my vehicle when fueling.
Oh, you got to do that.
This guy, this is from Joe. He writes, maybe in the 50s this was an issue, but with the safety measures nowadays, it's not an issue. It will never be an issue again. I refuse to shut off my vehicle when I'm refueling.
All right, whatever.
As I'm writing this, I am at a gas pump.
I have a problem with the guy who says refueling.
What do you mean?
That's a little
You're getting gas.
overkill.
You're not going up to fight the Japanese army.
Yeah,
you're getting gas.
You're not crossing the Atlantic.
I have to refuel. No, you're getting gas.
Well, the point is, this is Joe in Toledo. I've had arguments both ways. I know someone who is a, how do I word this delicately? The head of a very large race car company.
Yeah.
And he knows a lot about very fast vehicles. He insists on leaving his car running at gas stations. And he told me, it's you're fine, you're safe, you can do it. Last time I tried that, the guy came running out of the place, screamed at me. So,
I don't like it.
You don't like which one?
I don't like the car running at the gas station.
Yeah, no.
Turn it off.
No reason to keep it running.
I don't know if your engine's in top shape, if it has
What
things
if
leaking.
it's 20 below zero and you want to keep your car warm?
or then I mean by blowing up the gas station. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I don't know how this works, but
I don't know how
you're
it works
supposed to
either.
turn it off.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's an interesting pet peeve. Another guy's his pet peeve is when people are done putting the gas in, they rattle the thing in.
Yes.
But there's a reason to do that, because if you take it out and it drips on your shoes, which happened to me, it ruined a pair of athletic shoes when the gasoline hit the shoes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you have to rattle it.
Yeah.
It's like after you pee, you have to give it a shake.
You know,
before you put it back in the jeans.
Don't you whack the side of the urinal with it?
And we all know if you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it. Okay.
This is an interesting thing because I never do that at the gas station.
Shake your penis?
Yes.
Shake it like it's your wiener?
Yes. I wonder if more men than women
Absolutely.
do that.
Some women don't know about the shake.
Yeah.
I've seen women pull out toilet paper and wipe the nozzle of the guest.
Front and back.
Right.
Like, oh, I see.
And then the toilet paper roll is empty because their kids were just getting gas.
And this crazy world.
Have you ever gotten gasoline on a pair of nice shoes?
I have not.
Well, don't.
Okay.
Listen to this one. People that brag about stuff they are supposed to do. For example, women who say they are strong and independent. This isn't 1950. You're supposed to be strong and independent. I'm with you, Donnie. These bitches need to know that they can do whatever it is a man allows them to do.
This is Jeff in Fort Wayne, and this is another one of my pet peeves. All involve driving. When you're on the interstate and you have your cruise set and then you're passed by some person, he has an expletive there that I can't read, that doesn't know how to maintain their speed. So you're on your cruise control, they're not, and you keep going back and forth for the next 30, 40 miles. Nuts.
Until you finally just sideswipe them off the road.
Or you do what I did in Tennessee one time coming back from a Bob and Tom comedy tour. I'd had it. I zipped past this guy going about 90. Guess who got the ticket? Mwah.
Oh, you lost. You lost that one.
I did lose that one.
Christy, you got a friend here. This guy, truck driver. I haul flammable material.
Oh, God.
I really appreciate people using their turn signals. It might save both of us.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, very
They
good.
put them on there for a reason.
Maybe on career day, you should have paid more attention.
Sir,
don't blame me for blowing us up, okay?
We have a number of things
What
to
did I
get
do?
to. I want to say right now, is this Greg Hahn tonight in beautiful Lexington?
Oh,
Kentucky?
yeah, thought we already cleared that up.
I love Lexington.
Comedy off Broadway all weekend. If you're having a down day and you want to feel better about life, go see Mr. Greg Hahn. That's all I can say.
We're going to go nuts.
He brings joy to the world. And when you're done, you're going to say, wow, I really am glad I'm not that guy.
Thank you so much, yes.
Hot chicks, though. Chicks love
And then
you.
after the show, you go to a bar, you don't want it too bright. What are we doing, brain surgery? Right?
Yes.
Has that come up already?
No.
All right.
No.
Bright bars.
Too bright.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Don't you want to get a look-see at these?
We're getting our teeth cleaned? No, I do way better. I do way better if she can't see me.
Oh. You look very handsome.
Oh, thank
I've noticed your hair's a different color.
What is it, Bird's Eye Maple? Witness Protection 22? Sozo 6? New shade of fake? New shade of fake! New shade of fake!
I think it's Elvis 72. It's a little bit on the dark side this
Greg,
time.
I don't mean to put him on the spot, but what do you think of Pat's?
That looks beautiful.
Natural.
Look at him. He looks great.
The silver
Hey,
porcupine.
let it go.
He looks so cool. I didn't even really notice it.
They called Charlie Rich the silver fox. You are the silver
Porcupine.
Great.
porcupine. That's right.
It does look good, yeah.
Have you ever eaten possum?
No, we have some.
We're talking about.
There's not much in the green room.
We're talking about trying to have a hooker cook us up some possum.
Not a hooker.
No, Jess Hooker. She works here. About having her cook some possum.
That sounds good.
Would you really try possum?
I'll take a bite. There was a chain of possum restaurants. The problem was you'd pull up, and they always looked closed.
Now, you think they're just plain closed, or are they?
That's very funny.
Like closed.
Wait a minute, I'm going to have to think about that, but I think I like it.
Yeah.
I think I do. Yeah.
No, seriously, we're going to have her cook up some possum.
Right today?
Do it next
Not
week while
today,
I'm
no.
out.
All right.
I think.
Smell up the whole place.
And I've seen some.
Where do you buy possum? Seriously, I looked online. I couldn't find any.
I know where there are some for free.
Yeah, they run around.
I'm sure we have many listeners who would be capable of hunting one down for us.
Are you allowed to hunt possum?
I swear to God, if I walk to my car after this show and there are 30 dead possums in the parking lot.
Well, I did what Tom asked. That's right. Here's my dead possum, buddy. Love your show.
Make sure they're dead, though.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Or mostly dead.
You might be pretending they're closed. What's coming up, Jim?
Christian news.
Yes, I have
And
Kevin
my
Bacon in the
resignation.
This is great. What a great day.
I know.
You are
We are
not
thinning
going
the
anywhere.
herd.
You're not going anywhere.
I know.
Have you heard of the fried rice syndrome? We'll have that coming up.
Yeah, and I have a beef with that.
Me too.
When,
I bet we have the same beef. so to speak.
yeah. I feel bad for a certain segment of our culture. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll down to
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
This is a song so girls don't get anorexia.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Ooh, I wanna be a plus-sized model, the kind that can't run very far. Doodle-doodle-doo. 'Cause if I could only be a plus-sized model, I know I'd be a big, big star. Please feed me. So some people get sensitive about it, but don't, because the beautiful women are the big women.
I agree.
And I gained some weight, then I couldn't afford to keep it. Here we go, and I want a carbo load without having to exercise. I don't want to worry if the fat goes to my thighs. I want to wear a plus-size preserve of room. I want to eat chips and wash them down with beer. Well, I've got a plus-size dream, but I'm plus-sized. Ornery for the best job in the world goes to the bigger girls than me. They're all sluts.
Paul, you kind of came off the road as a comedian many years ago when you started doing the TBS show. How many?
We started in '95, so
Really?
14 years.
Wow.
Doing it.
But you occasionally go back out on the road and do stand-up.
I do. I took a little time off the last couple of years, but now I'm getting back out there. You know, it can kind of burn you out being on the road. But, you know, I always see stuff on the road that you just don't see anywhere else, and it just makes you laugh. And I was staying at this hotel, and one of my club dates, And I go down to the jacuzzi, and there's a sign above the jacuzzi that says, "No one shall jump or dive into the jacuzzi." Now, if you're going to dive headfirst into a jacuzzi, are you really going to be swayed by the word shall? Come on, boys, let's go in the jacuzzi. Hold on, I see the King's English.
Wow.
What the heck?
I'm guessing that was a lawyer. They really should have.
That just made me laugh all day. That takes away the loneliness of the road. 'Cause it can get lonely.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, if I could just have a few minutes of your time, I'd like to speak with you today about the joys of water sports. Is this Bob and or Tom?
This is this is Bob.
Perhaps you already own a boat. However, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to upgrade your boat.
Shut up, Randy. Read the script I wrote. Upgrade boats. I want them to buy one.
I've almost got him, Donnie. Okay. So the badass wave buster, beast on the water.
And tell Chick he looks thinner and he'll buy it.
You get a free tube if you're not a lard queen or like pork.
I ain't even gave my pager number, man.
Donnie, all right, I'm not going to do this anymore, Donnie.
Get back to work, Randy. You screwed it up anyway.
Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
If you want to turn your daddy parts orange, eat some Cheetos and watch some porn.
Bob and Tom Radio, 24/7.
We're talking with comedian Todd Glass.
In a relationship, women look down the road, which is positive, but some women look too far down the road. I mean, they can't just take that moment for what it is. Like, I'm at a bar, and I asked this girl to dance. You know, she's like, "Oh, dance? Oh, sure, I'd like to dance. And we're done dancing. Maybe you go over there. You'll buy me a drink. I'll buy you a drink. A week later, we'll start calling each other. We'll get our machines. Then you'll get me. Then I'll get you. Then we go out on a date, and our friends say we're perfect for each other. So we have our first kiss. Then we decide we're going to get engaged. We get engaged. We have a beautiful wedding. After the wedding, we get back from our wedding. We set up an apartment together. Then we have a beautiful apartment. You get a promotion. I get a promotion. And we buy a big house. We have a house, white picket fence, dogs, 2 kids. Everything's going good. Then you're coming home from late at work. I go, "Why are you coming home late at work?" You go, "I'm in love with my secretary." "Oh, you're in love with secretary. And you want me to tell the kids we're going to get divorced and they don't have a father anymore? Dance? I don't think so, you sick freak."
He was sitting in a bar just getting really, really drunk. He was mad at the world.
Yeah.
He had been fired from his latest job, mad at everyone, just angry, drinking. So he leaves the bar. He's very, very drunk. He's walking down the street. And across the street is a nun walking the other direction. Well, bass player runs across the street, knocks her down, and just starts kicking her and hitting her and going crazy.
A drunk bass player.
A drunk bass player. And he looks down and says, "You're not so tough now, are you, Batman?"
This
is why we get mail. That's it for our show. Based on. Now, we've got a couple of heads in here that have a lot of skin on them. One would be mine. The other would belong to Clint Howard, actor. Now, are you in every one of your brother Ron Howard's movies?
Oh, no. There's been a lot. Actually, the one that stopped the streak was, Ransom. And then I wasn't in Beautiful Mind, and I wasn't in any of the Da Vinci Code movies.
Did that hurt your feelings?
Can I say it pisses me off?
Yeah, of course you can.
Sure. Your honesty is wonderful and refreshing.
Yes.
Hi, this is Mike Burbank.
Pay attention.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom Griswold. How are you, friend?
Doing great.
Good.
I'm still got that Halloween hangover. Watching those kids having so much fun. God, it was great. What a great Halloween. Hope you had a good Halloween.
Yes.
Got some extra candy I got to bring in.
You better get that candy in here, boy.
Yeah.
I loved watching the thing where the kids come back and they take their bags and dumping them on the carpet,
and then swap.
And then they're doing that trade thing, and it's always funny which ones end up in the wastebasket. It has coconut in it. Out.
Did you?
Oh, I love the coconut one.
Do you teach them about like income tax and take 25, 30% of their candy just right off the bat?
That's right.
Wow. Get used to this, punks.
That's what you do for your
I do it with the neighbor kids.
Your neighbor kids come over and go, I'm going to pretend I'm the IRS of candy. You are an evil man. Although that is kind of
they got to learn.
Good life lesson.
You're a taste tester, though, aren't you? Kids, let me make sure that these aren't.
Oh, that's a Nestle's Crunch Bar. Break me off a piece, okay? Won't you?
That's a Kit Kat bar. You want to break off a piece of?
No, you can break off a piece of a Nestle's Crunch Bar.
Well, I think legally you can't.
I mean, it looks like a map of Bosnia, but it doesn't have that square thing that you get. The point is, our guest in the studio is.
Did you just? I wasn't paying attention.
No, you don't want to ask him.
Did you just say Bosnia for some reason?
I did.
Okay. Greg Hahn's here, Tom.
Hey, all right.
There he is.
How's my cat neuter? Took a baby aspirin. Let's party.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me back. I'm riled up.
Greg Hahn is one of my favorite human beings. And Mr. Hahn is out there. Is this correct? Tonight you're going to be in Lexington, Kentucky at Comedy Off Broadway. That's
Correct.
unbelievable.
Oh, it's beautiful.
All weekend?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh,
Going bananas.
Bring your horse and come see him. This is going to be a great show. Can you park the horses?
Sip a little sauce.
Coming up for Mr. Hahn, it's going to be Wiley's in Dayton. He's got Helium coming up in Indy, the Helium in St. Louis, and a bunch of other cool stuff, including Springfield, Illinois, and Erie, PA. New Year's Eve.
Is there a possibility that tonight in Lexington you'd have a glass of crazy?
I might have a glass of crazy. I might loosen up.
All right. Yeah.
Delicious.
Also, if you have a company and you want to have the greatest Christmas party of all time, invite Mr. Hahn. I promise you. We had him.
Okay.
We had him for a corporate event, and the lady sitting next to me said, "If he doesn't stop, I'm going to wet my pants." So,
Josh,
what
yes,
better
sir.
what
You
better
know-
sales pitch?
You know corporate events, right?
Yeah,
we
sure.
say, I need a microphone. They say, here's your lavalier.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You say, I need a stage. Here's the dance floor. Right? We didn't know those
They
chicks.
make it as hard as possible.
Yes. Yeah.
I gave you
Put the audience in front of me. Here's the buffet.
Now,
Great.
we have a news story here, and I want to see if Christy and I are on the same page here, because I've got a complaint about this story. It involves rice. Do you have it over there?
I sure do. Hold on one second.
Holding on.
The internet
Waiting
is
for you, lady.
Oh, you got to look.
Looks good kicking the ball.
Yeah, no kidding.
I've been married a
My
lot. I've
stomach
got that
hurts.
look. The internet is panicking about a condition known as fried rice syndrome. The online health scare emerged after the case of a 20-year-old who died in 2008 resurfaced online. The 20-year-old died after reportedly eating spaghetti he had cooked, left out of the fridge, then reheated and ate 5 days later.
See,
A TikTok user who goes by Dr. Joe, MD, posted a video explaining the type of food poisoning caused by overgrowth of the bacteria Bacillus cereus, which is associated with starchy foods such as fried rice or pasta, is what apparently took this 20-year-old out.
Oh, man.
Symptoms of the infection include diarrhea and vomiting.
it had been sitting outside of a refrigerator for 5 days.
Who doesn't know that?
But my beef isn't that. My problem with this is, why is it called the fried rice syndrome?
When it was spaghetti?
When it was spaghetti.
I don't know.
This is not fair to Asia. Am I right?
It's not. I thought you'd be upset because obviously the kid hadn't cleaned his kitchen for 5 days.
The fact that he's a moron and he got taken out Darwin style.
I don't think.
Wait a minute. It was 5 days it sat out?
Yeah.
And he ate it?
Reheated
that does
and
you
ate
in?
it.
He thought, yeah, I know.
I'm lucky to be alive.
He thought he reheated it, so he thought he must have thought
He thought he would kill anything that was in it. Yeah.
Now, what's your rule on? Have you ever had leftover pizza, Josh?
Yeah, I like. I see what you're asking. Yeah, that's right. Of course, there would be leftovers left, Greg.
Oh, that was really mean, Tom.
The entire pizza, right then and one. He's
still laughing.
He's still
laughing.
Yeah. Look at him.
You know he's his favorite comedian. You know that.
I have had leftover pizza from my neighbor's trash can, and here's the thing. I never got sick.
I wouldn't eat 5-day-old spaghetti that had been in the refrigerator.
I would.
I would.
Sure.
No, I would.
No.
Sure.
Now I will
days.
question it.
5 days in the refrigerator?
Yeah, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I would.
If there's
Why
meat,
not?
if there's meat in it,
Yeah.
2 days.
no, yeah, I think it's the 2 day rule.
Well, I don't know. That's
know.
a tough one.
I would be
Spaghetti's a
nervous
tough
with
one.
5.
Yeah.
You know what I do when I'm nervous? I give it an extra minute in the microwave.
That'll do it. According to Joe.
I am daily, constantly shocked at how much food I throw away. It's crazy.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah,
they're not right. We got
Do
to
you
stop
not
doing
like
that.
to eat leftovers? I don't
just
really.
Never, yeah.
How about shopping late at night at the grocery store after shows? That's fun,
Oh,
right?
is
With the
it?
scratch and dent section of the store.
Love it.
You get a porterhouse, 70% off, only lightly stepped on. Nice.
We do have pizza in the news.
Well, before I get to that, I do want to say this. This has been scientifically proven. We've talked about it many times on the show. Day-old spaghetti is a whole different ballgame. It's so delicious.
Yeah.
But I guess.
But due to the acidity in the tomatoes.
Well, whatever it is, it's tremendous. But 5-day-old spaghetti, I'm out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough.
But again, why are they going after rice people?
No, I guarantee it. It started with fried rice. It was the starchy problem here.
Mm-hmm.
So they just called it that, and now, but it can also happen with spaghetti. But you're also talking to a guy who was fine with the term Wuhan flu. So
I just think that the attack on Asian culture is not fair. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. Okay, Christy, what else have you got?
DiGiorno has released a Thanksgiving pizza. The company's seasonal offering featuring turkey, gravy sauce, diced sweet potatoes, green beans, cranberries, mozzarella, and cheddar.
Oh, yeah.
As well as a crispy onion topping.
Remember we had this last year. It was
All loaded on top of a Detroit-style crust. The Thanksgiving pizza, limited edition, will be available online at shopdigiorno.goodness.com.
All right.
Starting right now through November 22nd.
We tried it last year. It was great.
Yes.
And, in my family, that great tradition on Thanksgiving of me carving the pizza.
That's nice.
On the dry eye in the place.
You know, it's kind of weird through November 22nd. When's Thanksgiving? Is it like the 26th? Is it your birthday this year?
No, it's the 24th.
Oh.
So they're presumably frozen, right?
I know, but
So you can
I
thaw it for
guess.
Thanksgiving. But
It's a great idea. If you're alone on Thanksgiving, you can have your own dinner.
no one
right
should be
there.
alone on Thanksgiving.
I know, Tom. That's a nice thought.
Some people deserve it.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
Really?
I've spent Thanksgiving alone, and I sat there eating my gas station burrito going, I deserve this.
I've been there.
I think
put
some
myself
people
in this position.
choose it, don't they?
Yeah, some people do choose it.
No, what, Detroit Lions fans? I don't know who wants to be alone on Christmas. I mean,
Thanksgiving, there might be some people that do.
My family does the Saturday after, so there are plenty of times on Thanksgiving I'm not actually having Thanksgiving.
They do what?
After.
We do the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
You
so we'll
need
do
to get used to the fact that your family does everything wrong.
Well, they all go to
Christmas Eve, present unwrapping. I don't think so.
Oh, it's the greatest, yeah.
And then, so you're
Saturday after Thursday, Thanksgiving for Thanksgiving.
your idea to move Easter and Christmas so it's always on a Monday. How's that going?
I'm still getting people, slowly but surely getting my family on board.
Now, do they do stuffing on the pizza? Is there?
I know
We just read every ingredient.
There's
Did
no
you
stuffing.
hear stuffing?
No.
But when we had
stuffing?
it,
Can they do gravy stuff? Wait a minute. Stuff. What is it?
I'm going to stuff one of these up your ass.
Well, I hope it's the pointy kind, not the square one.
The one that Jess made had stuffing on it.
Yeah, but she added that after.
That was delicious.
Yes, it was very good.
Tremendous. Now, when we come back, we have a couple more of these hills you would die on, also known as pet peeves. Greg Hahn is in the studio with us. We'll talk with Greg. I'm looking forward to that. Also coming up, comedian Al Jackson. And if I'm not mistaken, Greg Hahn's in Lexington tonight. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Be sure to go see him. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
Last time you were here, Eric, you impressed us with your musical skills. You
Oh, that's right. You are a manualist.
manualist.
Yes, I am.
Now, for those that don't know what that means, Manualism is the art of manipulating one's hands to make. There you go. To make that sound.
That wasn't me yet. I didn't.
There we go.
You must be.
Sorry, excuse
you
me.
You must kick ass
That
at
was
parties.
that was my no hands.
Yeah, I know the chicks dig this.
Yeah, I know they do. Yeah, if you're at a party.
Yeah, this is my go-to on a first date.
I'm gonna say, if you're at a party and you see Eric and there's a big group of guys hanging around him, this is what they're doing.
Wow.
They're looking for that, and then my Dungeons and Dragons kit too. As I'm doing that.
So,
give us a sample.
All right, there you go.
Very nice.
Push it. I see the group of guys laughing now at the party.
Oh, yeah. What?
Wow.
While the girls are all over there rolling their eyes.
That is amazing. Have you ever been laid doing that?
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show, Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Oh, is that where you go? Are we eligible?
It's fun watching my kids, though, a little bit. My daughter is... you guys have daughters, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 years old. 3 years old. My daughter has a massive attitude. Like, it's unbelievable. It's like my wife, and I've got to believe it's, honestly, and I'm not joking about this, hormonal in some way. There's got to be something. She's cute and adorable, but pure evil. It's like the devil dressed as a young Sally Field.
Oh my God!
I mean, it's very difficult because my wife said, she says to my wife, "Can I go outside, Mommy?" Mm-hmm. My daughter and my wife goes, "No, it's too hot out. It's 110 in Phoenix right now."
The kids don't notice that.
So she goes, "Can I go outside?" And she said, no. And my daughter looks at my wife directly in the eyes and goes, "Say yes."
Oh my gosh! Oh. It's starting.
And then all of a sudden, Mommy's eyes stare forward, and she said, "Yes." Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's say, "Can I go outside?" No. And then again, say yes. And she crosses the arms, and now she
is evil.
The best one was my wife got my daughter this princess puzzle, pink princess fairy puzzle, obviously a fairy puzzle. And my son looks at it and he goes, "That puzzle? That girl looks like a prostitute."
Wow! Thank you. Good night, everybody.
My wife says, my wife had that Kermit turn. You know, she looks at me and she's like, "Where did he get that from?" I'm like, "I don't know. I call them hookers."
Don't look at me.
Know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com. This is your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a Mini Max Big Green Egg. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Pigskin Pick'em with the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Larry Reeb, Uncle Larry. It's a sick world and I'm a happy guy, and you're listening to the Bob and Tom Radio.
It's the most talked about show on television, The Bachelorette, where 25 eligible bachelors try to win the hand of one single woman. And now, Bob and Tom Television brings you a new twist on this hit show.
She's 30 and single. She's...
What the hell do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Meet Linda Jackson. Now, here come the fellas. Say hello to Todd Williams.
Hi, Linda. I'm really pleased to...
Yeah. Next.
And here's our next eligible guy. Say hello to...
Hold it.
are you really going to say each time? Say hello to Dick Ding Dong or whatever. Jesus.
Okay, here he is, Jerry Peterson.
Hello, Linda. I can't tell you how happy I am to finally meet you. And,
Right. What do you do, Jerry?
well, I own my own consulting business and...
consulting, eh? And when did you lose your Amway dealership, Jerry?
Huh? Sheesh, what a bitch.
She's the Bitchlorette. She's single, pissed off, and is looking for money. Lots of money.
Hi, I'm Linda.
I'm Phil.
Yeah. Did you forget something?
No, I don't think so.
Any gift?
Gift? I didn't know that we were...
Bye-bye, loser.
Wow! Tune in to Bob and Tom TV and see why she's called the Bitchlorette. She's on the prowl, and she's got...
Shut your hole and bring on the rich numbnuts.
On Bob and Tom TV.
Well, there you go. There's a show I'd watch.
Yeah.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
On November 15th, 1864, Major General William Tecumseh Sherman began his famous March to the Sea. Sherman led his troops from Atlanta, Georgia, to the ocean port of Savannah. As he was leaving, Sherman set the city on fire, gutting 40% of it. Atlanta wouldn't be burned this badly again until they gave their franchise tag to Michael Vick.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer. And that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
that's a
it's
heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
Hi, this is Kostaki.
5.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Just seconds ago, being chewed out in the hall with Tom Griswold.
What was that all about?
He doesn't have time to read the text.
There's Josh Arnold.
That is what the fight was.
I've got a lot going on over here.
I know you do.
What happened to your little intercom system?
We don't use that much anymore.
Huh.
He just yells at me in the hallway.
You know, you moved heaven and earth to get that.
I know, right?
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's
Tom, yes?
I asked you which song we were going to do.
Tom Griswold.
Well, at least it works.
We use the intercom usually at 4 in the morning.
Oh.
True.
We go back and forth early in the morning.
Back and forth.
I look around the room. I can see right there, it's comedian Greg Hahn. A member of the United States Marine Corps, but once a Marine, always a Marine.
That's right.
You were what, a corporal, a captain?
No, I was a captain. The girls, these girlfriends, they call you babe. Don't call me. I was in there. She's called me Commander Hahn. That's what she should call me. Yes. That's right. That's right. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. It's 09 in the morning. What are you? Nuts? That's right.
Oh, that is hilarious. Mr. Greg Hahn will be on the stage this evening. This is amazing. Lexington, Kentucky, comedy off Broadway.
That's a fun place.
It's going to be a great place.
You make it sound like it's 80,000 miles away. Like you can't be two places in one day.
What?
You have said like 13 times how amazing and is this right? And how could this be?
Now, I may have misspoken.
Nice little drive.
I may have misspoken when I said you can bring your horse to the show, but it'll be great tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday.
They don't have a hitching post?
They have a lake right there. The horse can drink. Right? Yeah.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. Now, we have been discussing many things, including pizza.
Yeah.
And Christy, you had an interesting story from DiGiorno. They're doing a Thanksgiving pizza.
Yeah, again, this year they're offering the Thanksgiving pizza that has turkey gravy, diced sweet potatoes, green beans, cranberries, mozzarella, and cheddar cheese, as well as a crispy onion topping.
No one says giblet, right? It's giblet.
Yeah.
But it's a vodka gimlet.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, good point.
Limited edition Thanksgiving
pizza. We just
pizza.
agreed it was going to be giblet. Is that what happened?
I think.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes the G is a J. Sometimes an S is a Z, like jism.
Oh, boy.
I'm not going to disagree with you today because you are out of control.
Yeah, this happens when Greg shows up.
I'm bringing Jism back, by the way.
Are you?
Where did you put it?
Bringing Jism back.
I took it to my mom's to store for me, but
there's a great Lou Reed song that I can't really talk about. He rhymes rhythm and that word.
I've got Jism.
That was weird that there was a female version of that, though.
That's impossible.
Rather
There are no
unusual.
good, great Lou Reed songs.
Oh, you're so wrong.
There are. Oh,
Sweet Jane.
I know. I can't help it. I like it.
So we're talking about pizza, Pat.
Yeah.
And I should tell Mr. Greg Hahn that it was just a couple months ago. Ace had pizza for every meal for an entire month.
Oh, Lord.
how'd that go?
What a perfect day for this to come back.
It was great. And then I know Ace can't talk now because he's preparing his second Ace Cosby joke of the day for us. But we asked Mr. Pat Godwin to create a song every workday about pizza. And could I request one, Pat?
Yeah, there are 30 songs. Just pick a number.
Okay, now you need to turn your intercom off.
Oh, is it on?
The intercom's been on this whole time.
Yeah, really?
For those of you just joining us this whole time, about 4 minutes.
Sure it has.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I wondered what that Pink Floyd delay was.
You know, next to you standing in here and talking to anybody who'll listen to you talk during the commercials and then realizing, oh, I need to go urinate or whatever, and then being late for the break. And you are out of, you need to wake up and be present. Can you do that? Can you do that?
I'm trying. Trying my best.
All right.
Going to breathe deep. But the number is 22. Pick one, Pat. Number 22. Any pizza song for Mr. Greg Hahn.
Here's the thing. You pick the number because then I can just...
22.
22.
Oh, 22 out of 30. I'm sorry, dude. 22 is...
Just play one of the songs and tell us it's 22.
I have a whole method here.
It's about pizza.
Number 22 is Billy Joel. 1, 2, 1, 2, 22. Some folks like pizza just for the cheese. Or the fact that it's delivered whenever you please. But that doesn't matter to me. Just make it crispy at 500 degrees. I don't care about the toppings and sauce. Make sure the pizza dough is kneaded and ready to toss. 'Cause you know what's important to us. It's always been a matter of crust. Oh, it's been a matter of crust.
Sucks.
Play 23.
I love that song. Thank you very much.
It's one of those. That's one of those where you are reminded how good Pat is at guitar and singing. Like he just sounded so good, and then it's just a song about peace.
There were 30 songs.
So
that would be such a natural for Billy Joel to sell that one, but I think that's when you're selling on Madison Square Garden every time you feel like it. You don't need to sell your pizza song.
I have some bad news about the DiGiorno Thanksgiving.
What is that?
Yeah, I just saw
It's
that.
already sold out.
Holy cow!
Online.
Good for them.
It's already sold. You could make your own very easily. Jess made ours, and it was amazing.
Yeah, a great idea. You can do it after Thanksgiving with
Sure.
leftovers.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
And I say stuff the stuffing with stuffing.
What?
Stuff, you mean the stuffed crust like they do at Pizza
Yeah,
Hut?
you could make stuffed crust pizza with the stuffing in the...
I think she didn't. Couldn't you make it with the stuffing? Make the crust out of the stuffing?
That might work. I don't know. Yeah, these are all great ideas.
Greg Hahn, what's your favorite Thanksgiving item?
I like this pizza idea. I'm into this pizza thing.
Yeah,
I want to know what happened with the, yeah, no, pizza. I know what the pizza thing. How was that after 30 days? That's like that Super Size Me movie
It
that
was
came
great.
out.
And my movements were solid and smooth.
Did you work out? Did you work out?
No.
No.
Did
He
you
walks
gain
well.
weight?
I
He
walk
walks
every
every
day.
day,
I
yeah.
walk every day.
Yeah, so you're okay, right? There's a lot of
yeah.
healthy stuff. There's
Yeah.
protein.
Did you lose
Put
weight?
vegetables
I
on
think
it.
I did.
You lost weight.
My pants were a little droopy for a few months.
Hey, Greg, watch this. Now, Tom said he was going to pay for every pizza. Have you been 100% reimbursed?
He paid for a lot.
Not all, huh?
What do you mean?
Tom, you owed Ace money.
You owe Ace money. Tom, what's going to happen? You're not going to stiff him, are you?
We'll make next year's budget a little bit better.
I want to do that. I want to do the McDonald's for 30 days in a row.
Yeah.
Right? That like that movie, right?
Yeah.
McDonald's, eat a lot of salads, get the protein going with the burgers, work out. 30 days. My movie, McRipped.
Yes. Boom.
Yes. Come on.
Yes.
And you are probably, of all the comedians, you probably are the fittest.
Really? I think there's some guys that come in here.
Well, I mean, you're certainly very, very.
What's his name's coming up here? Who's our comic friend that's coming up?
Al Jackson.
Al's been pumping iron.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Piece of gristle.
Okay. We'll find out from Al when we talk to him in just a few minutes. Christy, we have time for one more interesting news story. You got one?
Yeah, a pig named Kevin Bacon has returned home after
Hilarious.
17 days on the loose. According to CBS News, the pig had been missing from his home in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania since October 14th, with the hunt for Kevin Bacon going viral on social media.
Kevin.
Even his namesake, actor and Philadelphia native Kevin Bacon, called for the animal to be brought home. Bacon's owner even laid out a Benadryl-filled sticky bun in hopes of capturing the pig. But in the end, Kevin Bacon wandered back on his own.
Addicted to Benadryl and sticky buns.
Yeah. A Benadryl-filled sticky bun is also a good way to keep your kids quiet in church.
Yeah.
Sunday morning, you give them one of those.
Yeah. Very helpful.
Sticky buns and
the pig. You see the video of the pig?
I have not.
Yeah, he just wanted to come back to a place where he could dance.
Oh.
Yeah.
A little bit of Kevin Bacon. Thank you very much.
That's a good song.
That is a great song.
Great
Kenny
song.
Loggins?
I like Kenny Loggins.
Come on.
All right.
Kenny's got a great book.
All the movie songs for Kenny Loggins.
Sure.
Yeah, I love him.
Oh, he's
House
got
of Pooh Corner. That's it. It stops there.
No, that's one of his best.
That's it.
Oh, they're all good.
Yeah.
I Believe in Love. Oh, come on. That guy can sing.
I'm All Right.
Yeah.
Caddy
Oh,
Shack.
yeah.
I don't care
Caddy
for that
Shack.
either.
Oh.
I like the acoustic stuff. I don't like the movie stuff.
You don't like to dance?
No. Do you like to dance? Oh, you like
Yes.
to dance. You're weird. Yeah.
You're weird.
Do you still dance, Christy?
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Tom, do you dance?
I
Have you
watch
ever
people.
danced?
I went to dancing school when I was a kid.
What?
I went to dancing school.
Well, how long have we been sitting on this nugget?
Was that part of like the charm school
It was
thing?
it was called dancing school, but it was really like etiquette school.
Yeah.
It was Mrs. Batzer's dancing school.
Did she have a big long pole that she'd pound on the ground?
You had to wear-
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
I'm not kidding. You had to wear a coat and tie and,
I bet you did.
and leather shoes and white gloves. God, it was
Goose step?
pure,
Yeah.
I did it for years. It was pure misery.
What kind of dancing did you do?
Oh,
The
you do
waltz?
like the box step and the
Oh, yeah.
And there, well, I got to be careful how I word this. There was a gentleman who was the sort of instructor for everybody.
Yes.
Oh,
Who was a great dancer?
He certainly was.
Oh, yes.
A very nice gentleman.
Make my dad know.
Yeah.
Watch me.
But it was really kind of an etiquette thing, and you'd have to learn all
I
that
taught
crap.
that for a while in high
What?
school.
Etiquette?
Yeah. I taught ballroom dance. Yeah, on Friday nights, me and some of my good friends and the hottest girls in school would go teach these grade school kids how to ballroom dance. We had to wear suits and we got paid like $50. It was awesome.
Nice.
Did you know how to ballroom dance?
Yeah, I had to learn in order to teach it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. You met some hot babes?
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you've never asked me to dance.
I have asked you to dance, but you've been ignoring my messages. Don't you look out your window at night and see the flaming letters in your grass? Dance with me.
You do a lot of close-up dancing, little hugging, wandering hands.
Coming up with Al Jackson.
Hello, Fresh.
Yes.
Well, don't call me Fresh. What is
Call you
Hello
whatever
Fresh,
we
Christy?
want.
Explain it to me.
HelloFresh is a wonderful thing because especially during this time of year when you're all busy and you're doing other things with soccer games and we're all thinking about the holidays already. Some of us have even started Christmas shopping. Who has time to go to the store and put together a meal every night? Well, that's where HelloFresh comes in.
It's a meal kit.
Yeah, it is. And they do all the shopping for you. It's awesome.
They do the measuring. Now, I know
Yeah.
you've been working on some stuff over there. I want to tell people there's something brand new from HelloFresh. First of all, 40 recipes to choose from every week. And the word recipe really isn't proper because it's the food itself. They're doing the shopping. They're doing the measuring. The food arrives in a kit. You just put it together, and they have nice big cards with all these pictures. So if you don't know a pomegranate from a watermelon from a steak, it's going to show you what they look like as you put them together. And they've got every kind of food from vegan to good old comfort food. What have you got?
This is a good comfort meal, and it has no pomegranates in it. It's Southwest beef cavatappi with poblano and smoky red pepper crema. It's a one-bowl meal. Look how warm and inviting that is. 5-minute prep, 30 minutes on the stove, you're done. It's
And something
wonderful.
brand new from HelloFresh.
What?
It's free breakfast for life with the code BT Show free. Now, what this is all about is one breakfast item per box while your subscription is active. So go to HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. That's HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. And see what I'm talking about. Free breakfast for life with that code BT Show free at HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. Plus, they've got that special HelloFresh store where you can get all kinds of delicious curated picks from HelloFresh. Find out the details. Once again, it's HelloFresh.com/BT Show free. Coming up, comedian Al Jackson, comedian Greg Hahn. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio 24/7.
I had a moment where my girlfriend thought she was pregnant. And by the way, if ladies, if you suspect that you're pregnant, tell the guy during the day. Don't wait until you're about to go to sleep.
Oh.
Because that's what she did. She's like, I have a cramp. I might be pregnant. Good night. I'm like, no.
Good night.
I don't think so. I go, well, let's find out. Well, what are you going to do? So I, hauled butt to Walmart.
Yep.
And
got a test.
got myself a little test.
Doctor in a box. Yeah, I know.
2 o'clock in the morning, and of all the times to get recognized. I walk into Walmart in the night shift. Hey, Fluffy. I'm like, oh, great. What do you need? A miracle.
All right, here's some tickets to a Grateful Dead concert.
Right? So I found the aisle where they sell the pregnancy test, and I realized something. Walmart has figured out the evolution of how life works, and they put it in aisle 4. As soon as you turn the corner, you see condoms. Then you see lubricant. The next to the lubricant, you see pregnancy tests. The next to that, you see Pampers. Next to that, formula. And at the end of the aisle, they sell beer. It's a full circle.
It's literally just water.
Mouth it.
Mouth it? Has that been throwing you guys off? Like, I've been told that when I drink out of bottles that I really, wrap my whole mouth around them or whatever. And I'll be honest, I have no idea what people are talking about. How we doing, fellas?
Doug Stanhope is with us. Let's see, we've established a few things. Doug is a single man, but he's living with a woman in
sin.
Her name is Bingo.
Her nickname, yeah.
They live in, is it Bisbee?
Christy felt the need to. I got a great bingo story, but I like her. She's got a really
careful,
conservative side of our family that listens to your show, and I have a great story, and I can't tell it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, she's very nice. We have met Bingo. She's very nice.
Yes, she's very nice.
And
we did a charity poker event in Miami last week.
This is the card game.
Yeah, with porn stars and me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you hear poker.
Doug's naked a lot.
Did I mention that?
You hear poker.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
Those days are over. Yeah.
Okay.
I bloated up when I quit smoking. I just,
It got all achy.
Yeah, I get all bloated and fat, and I try not to be naked as much as possible. I'm sure Chick can feel me on this one.
Oh yeah, I feel you, brother.
Anyway, the only point of my story is if you're gonna have a threesome in a sleazy Best Western in Miami with a giant pile of stepped-on blow with Ginger Lynn, do it in 1983. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about last weekend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well.
She's nearing 50.
Hey, wait a
Things
minute.
I should have done as a kid. Why did I finally do this now?
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
actually ordered him to go.
Bravo. Oh, I'd go out on that one, Tim.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
How many times have you been auditioning for like a civic theater production or a Broadway musical or a church show or a school show or something like that, and you had a great audition, you sang a song, maybe you told a joke or two, and then the director comes up to you and says,
Great audition, kid, and your resume looks good, but do you know any pig Latin?
You'll never be caught in this position again if you enroll now in Haji's Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin. At the Haji Academy of Theatrical Arts and Pig Latin, you'll learn to act your way through some of the world's greatest theatrical masterpieces, and you'll do them entirely in Pig Latin. Things like Death of a Salesman.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Greg Hahn is here.
Excited.
And there's Tom Griswold, and we're waiting for Al Jackson.
I'm not sure if we're going to get
and
Al.
there's Al. There he is.
Look at him. Look at him.
And he's all, there he is.
Al, we were just
on brand.
looking at your pictures because you dressed up as LL Cool J on your show, The Daily Blast Live.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Oh, it's awesome. And you've got a dookie rope on right now.
I am wearing some of the accoutrement as we speak, Tom. Yes,
Now,
sir. I got the red Kango. Come on.
Yeah.
Is the dookie rope, is that a real one or is that a fake one?
Tom, unless I'm moving keys to some Colombian drug dealers, let's just assume that this is not real.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't even know where to go to get a real dookie rope.
Tiffany's?
I don't think they sell them there. I think that
Was it hard
they're
to
pushing
find?
a button underneath the counter if you ask for one.
Was it hard to find the red Kango? That seems like that might be.
No, you know what, Chicky, man? I think Kango are these hats that just, not for anybody in that studio, not for me, but I think that there's enough. It's almost like how horror movies, they don't ever make a killing at the box office, but they make enough to make another one.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That's how Kango hats are. Like, they're just dudes that wear them. And it's like very like, there's European dudes that wear them. There's older black dudes that wear them. There's old Hispanic cats that wear. It's just like it crosses over every demographic. Like, just some dudes wear Kango hats.
Yep.
While smoking
We should explain that
Slims.
Al Jackson is on the Daily Blast Live television program, and you can watch it also on your computer. And you and the entire cast got dressed up for Halloween.
We did. It's so interesting, man. I think this is the first, like last year, Tori went as Dr. Fauci, and she had like 4 hours of makeup to make her wrinkly or whatever.
Wow.
But this year we just kind of did, our hair and makeup staff just made it with their hands. It's amazing. And I think this year was the best year for costumes. Erica was Tina Turner. Jeff was George Santos, which was hilarious because he got the chance to just lie. Every time we asked him a question, he could just make up something, which I wish you could. Now I see why people want to be George Santos. You just make it up. How great is every day? You just make something up. Yeah, Sam was Taylor Swift. It was really great.
Jennifer Coolidge. Oh my gosh.
My girl Tori was Jennifer Coolidge.
Looked
and
great.
You know what's crazy? Christy, Frank Caliendo was in Denver last week, so obviously we hung out. He came on the show, and he and Tori, I can send y'all a clip. He worked with Tori in real time about how to do the Jennifer Coolidge, because she's always been kind of able to do it. And I said it yesterday on the show, her Jennifer Coolidge is now like borderline SNL should take a look. Like, it's that good. And I mess with Tori every single day if anybody's watching the show.
Yeah.
Like, her Jennifer Coolidge, I'll put it up against anybody.
It was great.
Well, that's great. Did they find the dookie rope, or did you find that?
Oh, they tracked it down. They did well. But I'm assuming Party City? But there's some weight to it. But I'm assuming, like, everything is like, that's how every costume for Halloween is now. It's just like Party City or your parents spent 19 hours on it.
Yeah,
That's it's like very, you can tell who's got busy parents.
Now, how does one spell Dookie as in Dookie rope?
Let me ask you something. What happened to you that the Dookie rope has left this impression on you? Because you always talk about it, even if we didn't have Al dressed up like LL Cool J. What happened?
I got on an elevator.
Here it is.
Remember?
Yeah, but I know that when you first saw a Dookie rope, you didn't know what it was, and you were terrified, for starters. So how did this... And now you're just obsessed about it again. Thanks, Al.
Yeah.
And,
No, Chick, it's because he wants one. You would not care this much about anything that because Tom hates tracksuits, and he just lets you know and he moves on. Tom, it's not every other word. He continuously brings this up. How do you spell it? Where do you get that? Because you want one. Steven Singer. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go. Have them make you one.
I'm not really a Dookie rope guy. I was just curious. Al Jackson is our guest from the Daily Blast Live. Also in the studio, comedian Greg Hahn.
Hey, happy to be here. Okay, hey, Al, what's going on? Nice to see you. I want that hat in blue.
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm okay.
Come on. Let's do it. We're going to end this gang war together, me and you, Greg.
Okay.
Now, Al, we have been talking about a topic that I think is quite interesting. It's we were calling it Hills You Would Die On, but what these are really minor things that bother you. Or they could be called pet peeves, I guess.
The assignment was the smallest hill you die on, I guess.
Yeah, that's
meaning
better.
importance. Yeah,
those are my favorite kind of hills.
Yeah,
we said on the show, Tom, that we hate talking about politics and we love just arguing about stupid stuff. And I was like, that's my whole life. I want to my tiny hill I would die on is no dogs at the bar. I don't want your dog out near when I'm eating. I don't want to see your dog eating the same quesadilla I am. There's got to be a separation between man and beast, and the line is so blurred now. Get your dog out of my face all the time, bro. What are we doing?
Now, Al, I know you're a car guy. You like a nice car. Me too.
I do.
And a couple people, I just got another one about this at the drive-through car wash. When they rush you through and they put you too close to the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
That really bugs me. I always think I'm going to ram the guy. That bugs me. It's a minor thing in life.
But it's a thing. It's a thing that you should feel appreciated at the car wash. So I get you on that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of great ones. A lot of them involve driving. The current classic is someone is stopped at that left turn signal light that's real short. You know the one I'm talking about. Every city has one where if you don't react immediately, you have to sit through the cycle again. And the person in front of you is obviously texting. The green turn left light goes, and you realize, oh, my God, I'm not going to make it.
You know where we are, Tom, in our society is remember when people couldn't believe that anybody was texting while driving anyway? Now people are texting in the middle of an intersection. That is really that is if you really think about all the things, traffic coming from all directions, including behind you. Yep. And you're just like, I need to let this girl know how good she looked last night.
Al Jackson is our guest, and Al likes to help me with my hipness factor. Let's put it that way, Greg. You're a hip guy, former United States Marine, always a Marine. But but
we're hip, baby.
Al, give me some language, and let me help get myself hipper. What have you got for me today?
All right. Tom, we're going to, just because you are so focused on the Dookie rope, and really quickly, the spelling is, as far as I know, Dookie.
Okay.
But we're going to keep it in the realm of jewelry. So, Tom, if I said, if Josh stepped to you and said, okay, buddy, tag the jeweler, what is he saying to you? It's not a great thing.
Tag the jeweler.
Tag the jeweler.
Does it reference price tag?
No.
Okay. Tag the jeweler.
This is a tough one. I'm curious to see if anybody will get this one.
Is it name dropping?
No.
Okay. So you wouldn't say, okay, this is from Tiffany's or something fancy. Tag the jeweler. Anybody have an idea here?
No,
I don't. No.
Tag.
You're kind of in the right
person know how
realm.
much it costs?
Oh,
yes, but stay in that thought pattern. Why wouldn't you tag the jeweler on Instagram?
Oh.
Because it's actually cheap, but you.
Yes.
Oh.
Sir. Yes.
Gotcha.
And that's how you call people out for not having a fake Rolex.
Gotcha.
Or fake anything. You just go, all right, well, why didn't you tag the jeweler in the post?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? That like the little things of how like you can't even get away with lying anymore. You can't buy a fake Rolex because you're broke and you still want to fake it. Come on.
So someone puts a picture of themselves on. They just happen to have their Rolex in view of the camera.
Oh, Tom, you're obviously not on social media.
Is that a thing? This is my watch. Okay.
Well, yeah. Okay, Christy, that is actually you just touched on a small hill I would die on. It's just I don't like the fake, clearly staged Instagram photos.
Yes,
where it's like you're trying to like it's you like taking a picture in a mirror, but it's like you're trying to show off your house or trying to show something off, but you're like, oh, and especially hot chicks do this all the time, and it really bothers me. They're in a bikini on the beach, everything, they're in great shape, so they're in a small swimsuit, and then they just go. The comment is, thinking about French fries, and it's like, no, you're not. You don't eat fries. Stop trying to. You just want to be like, I look amazing, and I'm going to show it, but don't be like, hanging by myself at the beach. It's like that's clearly posed.
Somebody's taking it
for you. Stop. It's so annoying. Just own it. You think you're hot. You probably are hot. Why are you running from it?
Do you remember the trend where they had the fake like Learjets, and you could take a picture on the Learjet so it looked like you were traveling? Oh my God, that was everywhere for a while.
It was until people started getting caught. But you know what, Christy? I always feel like it's almost like you'll talk to somebody and they'll be like, oh, it's a good business. I rent out bounce houses to kids' parties. And you're like, oh, that could be lucrative. You don't make your money renting it out. I always say you make your money when you have to go deflate that bounce house in front of a bunch of 6-year-olds. And it's the same way with that fake jet is like when you take it and you're like, okay, I'm balling out. See you poor people in Paris. And then you have to walk off that plane and just be back in southern Detroit, and you're like, all right, well, that's when you really have to realize like I am a fraud.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's try another one. What do you got for me, Al?
Oh, Tom, and before we move on, I have an amendment to one we did last week, because you and Josh nailed one of the definitions. It was for the word stank. And Josh correctly said you were like, put some stank on it. You can, if you're making some food, almost like Emeril Lagasse would drop something, you'd be like, bang, like you put a little of your own stank on and make sure the food pops, tastes good. But stank has another definition, and it's just like you just having like kind of like a genuinely gloomy gray attitude, and it's just like people would be like, it was Christy's party. Why would Al come over here being all stank? Like stank is just a general like
malaise.
I'm unhappy, but malaise, but you're not talking about it. And when people go, are you okay, Josh? You're like, I'm fine, and it's like you're clearly not, which makes it even worse. Like just say it. So that can also be stank. So Tom, here's another one that I love.
Okay.
This is a weird one, but don't panic because it's one we've had. Okay? It's a third of a one we've had.
All right.
How would you use the phrase "Stan rent-free"?
Stan
like
rent-free.
A man's name.
Okay, I know a Stan is a super fan, right? Like an annoying super fan.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, well, we had that one a couple of years ago. Stan rent-free.
And check, that's from the old Eminem song. And,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's like just a part of pop culture now. People just
is this like there was a famous band leader who would never stay in a hotel. He would always stay with fans on the road. Famous accordion player.
I would never do that.
Frankie.
We were almost on track there for a bit, weren't we?
You know this one. You know this one, Al.
The bigger question is, what if the answer was yes?
This is this one. Al, the great Frank Yankovic, he would famously stay at his fans' houses when he was on the road. Have home cooking, and so is that what it means? Stand rent free.
I'll wait to listen to the podcast about when he was murdered. I would never. No. I've stayed at fans' house. Let me stop lying. It is not. It doesn't. When would you use the phrase rent free? So you know what stand means. When would you use the phrase rent free?
You're staying at someone else's house. Oh, is this like an Airbnb thing?
No, this is more of like a metaphysical, like a mental thing.
Yeah, I don't exactly remember. Rent free is like I didn't do anything. Is it? I didn't really do anything to get into that person's head, but I'm in there.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, just like just the tail end of it, you nailed it. It's just like you're just so you would say stand rent free. They always say like if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. And that just means that, if somebody's like, if they'll be like, Chris, did you see what that woman wrote about you on Facebook? You'd be like, oh, she's a stan rent free. Just meaning like she's a fan and she's mad because I'm in her head all the time.
Wow.
That's weird. Wow, you're
so
right.
It's just like, so you just be like, oh, he's a stan rent free. Don't worry about it. He posts all the time, but it's because they secretly love me.
Well, it's getting harder and harder to communicate with people.
Tom, you're actually getting a lot of these, which, let's be honest, no one saw that coming.
No, we sure didn't.
You're exactly right.
Thank you very much. Al Jackson is our guest. Al is one of the featured performers, of course, on the Daily Blast Live.
DBL.
Check it out Monday through Friday. Al dressed as LL Cool J.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With the Kangol and the
Kangol?
Were you wearing like a leather jacket and leather pants?
Oh yes, I have it in the back. I was going to wear it right now, but it is hot. It's like putting on the Goodyear blimp.
Oh.
It's just all thick, old school. That 80s leather that you could only buy in like Vegas.
Sure,
yeah.
That thick leather, and it just like. But I kept it. I don't know if they're gonna make me pay for it, but I'm keeping that.
That was just my next question. Did you get to take home all the props?
Yeah, I'm currently wearing it right now. Yeah. I don't know if I told you back when I used to tour with Bill Bellamy, back when I was still drinking, my MO was, Bill would always go to a nightclub after the show and we'd be in VIP and I was broke. So what old Al would do while everybody's partying about 1:50 a.m., everybody's drunk. I don't know if you guys know this, but a fifth of any kind of alcohol fits in your front jean pocket. Try it, my friend. So I would take 2/5, like bottles you would buy at like wine and spirits.
Yeah.
And I would stuff them in my front pocket, put a shirt, just tuck my shirt out over it and just walk out. And in the morning, I would have my own little VIP section.
Wow.
Yeah, just walk out with it. That's been my theory throughout life. Just
and that's
wear
very.
it
And no
walk
one's
out.
going to say, "Well, Al certainly is dressing left." That's quite impressive.
Yeah, exactly. Very
nice
baggy
hog,
TLC.
Chief. Thanks, Al. Al Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, coming up.
I love y'all.
We've got we have actually a couple of a really nice tribute to the General, Coach Bob Knight, when we come back. But also, we got something going on over there right now.
Raycon Everyday Earbuds this fall. Make listening to the Bob and Tom Show part of your routine, and be sure to use your Raycons. They look, feel, and sound better than ever with 3 sound profiles to match whatever you're listening to. They feature noise isolation, awareness mode. You can choose to be immersed or tune into your surroundings. You can listen while you travel, workout. Optimized gel tips from Raycon fit every ear ever made, and they do not budge. They will not fall out on the ground. Raycon, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, seamless Bluetooth syncing, and they start about half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 78,000 5-star reviews. Raycon's having their annual fall sale. For a limited time, go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 20% off store-wide plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 20% off site-wide. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I love my Raycon earbuds. They're the best. Coming up, a bit of a Bob Knight tribute coming up. And more stuff from Mr. Greg Hahn. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. Guess what? I saved up some money and bought this new badass spy camera. I swear to God I did. Check this thing out. Oh, this is the green room they talk about. Hey look, it's Early Man with a coke habit. This is badass. Oh, I swear to God. A real microwave? Who else is craving pizza rolls? Oh my God, and here's a snack table. Snickers peanut butter. That's got all 4 food groups. Plus it's squared. Eureka! Mountain Dew from both the northern and southern states. Oh, this has real sugar. Oh, that's going to help my metabolism. I'm loading these down. That's the great thing about Zubaz. It's like a kangaroo. I got a pouch on both sides.
Donnie?
There's a
I haven't seen you forever. How have you been?
I'm good. Just
Donnie,
getting
what
the
are you doing?
free samples.
Donnie, we've talked about this. I thought I told you there was one for you. We have so many people.
Well, I've been caller 9 16 times.
Donnie,
what are you going
to talk about this?
So I've had a pretty good adventure with this spy camera. Need to pinch the bridge for a second. I would highly recommend this spy camera. There's so much you can do, and you'll never be caught. I swear to God, I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. Who are you? Stop spying on me.
We already called the cops. You might want to get moving. You might be able to get out of here before they get here.
And this is a DNA sample. I gotta go.
I do like porn, but I'm going to ask you guys a favor. We get a lot of emails sent to the show. You can stop sending me porn clips, okay? Thanks, but no thanks. I appreciate it, but I'll be honest, I want to find my own porn, okay? T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. T-Rex wants to hunt. That's...
We have Etta May in the studio with us. Etta May is the mother of several. What is the official count now?
4.
Okay, great.
Not counting my husband. Yeah.
You're done, right?
Thank you. My oldest boy, Bud, is 17, and then Corona, she is 16, and Miller is 13, and then Jack is 8.
There's a theme there.
Well,
Jack.
no, trust me, after the third one, I had graduated to hard liquor.
Understood.
It helps. Yeah, and Jack is just a dream.
Is he?
My little 8-year-old. He started kindergarten this year, so we're very
He's 8?
Wow. Yeah.
Huh.
Chick, take you back, doesn't
Yes, it does.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
That kid's huge.
Nothing like being 20 during your senior year in high school.
You're popular.
Yeah.
You can drive and
drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Drive your buddies around.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're very proud of him. And my 17-year-old is problems are arising. And I'm seeing flags. Let's put it down. The other day, he walked in the house. He had pierced his bottom lip.
Ooh.
Jeez.
And tried to hide it from me. It's like, you know what? Be a man. Own it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hide it. And it's, it's like, hello, you got a spike sticking out your bottom lip.
Man up.
I might notice that at breakfast when Cheerios keep getting hung up on it. Yeah, my son, for his graduating class, now looks like a ring toss game. Okay? Yeah, he tries to hide it, and it's like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to my room, okay? And it's like, come here, what's the matter with you? Why are you talking? Come here. And I said, put your hand down. And it's like, oh, honey, what did you do? And I said, did that hurt going in? Did it hurt coming out?
Oh.
Hey, any holes be put in my kid's head, I'll do it. The problem is the kid he runs with. That's the bad influence. This kid has so many piercings, he looks like he was attacked by a nail gun, okay? Somebody from Home Depot did a drive-by on him. I mean, I call him Tackle Box.
Sounds attractive.
Oh, yeah. Gunner, you can take him fishing.
Really?
He's got a couple fish hooks right here.
Oh, yeah.
About 13 lures in his ear, a couple sinkers coming out of his nose.
It's convenient, yeah.
The kid can't even walk past my refrigerator without all the magnets going.
Why had she not done it in 1988 when we were all fascinated by what she must look like without clothing?
Yeah.
To wait 10 years after her physical prime, when we had all clearly moved on to Nancy Kerrigan, was a slap in the face to male fans everywhere and goes against the very spirit of the Olympic Games.
Yes.
Hello, Michelle Kwan, are you listening? listening.
It has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Hi, this is Andy Kindler, and this is a different register in my voice. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. So continue.
Comedian Etta May has joined us in the studio.
I've got a teenage daughter. Don't send girls to school. You cannot send girls to school without the right kind of clothes.
Oh.
They become outcast amongst their peers.
Oh, yes.
Going to school became a stinking fashion show.
Mm-hmm.
We're school shopping. My daughter tells me she's going to need new blue jeans. Okay. I go to Walmart. I get her new blue jeans. Well, you think I pooped in her lunch bucket or something. She wads them up, throws them back at me. She goes, Mother, what are those? Teenage daughters talk like this.
Yeah, they
and all teenage girls seem to think the sound is a word.
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
All right, woke chick up. In my fantasy, I'm making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris. Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Cash, so pay attention.
Welcome. Testing. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Greg Hahn is our guest this morning. Hello, Greg.
Hey, Chet. Thanks for having me back in the studio. Nice to see you.
He's here. He's here, Tom. There's Greg Hahn.
He's one of my favorite human beings.
I'll tell you where I don't stay. Anywhere where when they say, "Oh, Reno Collier stayed there." You should stay in the house in the woods. That's what they told me.
That's right.
I don't know if I want to be in the house in the woods. Reno stayed there. Reno Collier. It was horrible. I had to get out. You know. Then like a month later, you should stay at the Jazz Museum. Reno Collier stayed there.
Reno will stay.
I'm not staying there, man. Anywhere Reno goes.
Oh, does he have low standards?
Yes. He will adapt to pretty much anything.
He has a positive attitude.
Yes. Yeah.
That'll get you killed.
Right.
Christy's
in the middle of the woods.
How did we miss this?
What? I can't.
Thank you to Ryan, our listener, Ryan Kelly. I can't believe you guys actually didn't get Al Cool J.
Al Cool J.
Instead of LL Cool J.
Very nice. Al Jackson dressed up as LL Cool J.
Well, I have an answer to that email. We're all nervous white people, and we don't know.
Say.
No, the reason he was LL Cool J was to celebrate 50 years of hip-hop.
Right. That makes sense. Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
And there's other reasons that other members of the staff couldn't be LL Cool J.
Okay.
See, is it even okay? I was saying to someone that they should go as Ken and Barbie, but do it in reverse gender.
Can you not do that?
I don't know.
Of course you can. You can do whatever you want. It's Halloween.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Well, you guys, I disagree.
Well, you're going to be canceled.
Just wait until next year when I'm Barack Obama in a sombrero.
First of all, love it.
I can't. Well, here, when you see I'm going as Ted Danson and Christy's going to be Whoopi Goldberg. You'll see how we can't get away with it. And earlier today, I was upset about this rice thing. They were talking about the fried rice syndrome.
Yeah, where you leave food out for 5 days out of the refrigerator and then reheat it and eat it, it'll kill you.
But the fact that it's based on a kid who died from eating spaghetti that was out for 5 days.
Yes. But it had to have happened with fried rice or they wouldn't have called it that.
Well, I just think that it's just I don't know. This guy goes, it was called the fried rice syndrome because the spaghetti incident was already taken.
Yeah, it sure was.
The spaghetti incident.
Okay, there we go.
What a disaster that was.
Thank you very
I
much.
love fried rice. Had that Monday night for dinner.
Do you ever, when you're cooking spaghetti, heat it in the wall, and if it sticks, you know it's done?
Yeah,
I don't.
I've done that.
You just like to throw stuff at the wall, I think, is your deal on
I used to be able to do that.
Can't do it anymore, huh?
Doesn't work with clam chowder.
But it does work with tomato soup.
She doesn't let you throw the spaghetti?
I know how to make spaghetti properly. I used to work at a spaghetti restaurant. I'm an authority.
Wow.
I
love it. Don't you love that confidence?
Yes.
Is that what that is? Or her being a jackass? I'm not sure.
Here's the secret.
What's your secret?
Here's the secret to making spaghetti. Ready?
No, I'm ready.
Stand by, Ace. You can cook spaghetti like 9/10 of the way. And then you can take it out and do whatever you want with it, chill it, whatever. And then when you want to serve it, you just shock it in boiling water and boom, it's ready to go. That way you can time everything right. See what I'm saying?
Shock it.
I see what you're saying, but don't you have the spaghetti ready and the sauce is ready at the same time?
Hey, what do you think I am? Big Ben? I can't time things that well.
Do you make your own spaghetti sauce?
Of course.
From scratch, like with tomatoes and the whole...
not buying that.
That is a waste of time.
From jars.
Yeah, there's
really good ones out there.
So many good tomato sauces out there. Martin Scorsese's mom doesn't make her own sauce anymore.
I may augment the jar.
Yeah.
Various things. We have comedian Greg Hahn joining us in the studio. Do you think he's the handsomest of all comedians, Chris?
No. Come on, I can't take it.
Number one.
You're so handsome, Greg.
No, let me
Of
tell you
course.
something. It's the women that are so beautiful. Look at Christy. Isn't there the things to see with the women? So shiny.
I got to tell you, you're
beautiful.
both hideous, is
No,
what
I'm telling you.
Am I right on this,
I don't
Josh?
care.
Right? With the ladies, with the eyelashes coming out at you, you know what I mean? And the lipstick, and the jewelry, and the fingernails are different colors, and the toenails like little Christmas trees that talk to you.
Well,
I hope you all know that you're laughing, but how truthful he thinks that is. I hope you realize that.
It's like getting a present every day.
Yes.
Isn't it?
If I got married, man, if there was a beautiful woman, like I smelled food, you know what I mean? And there's even a dog that liked me and the place was clean, I'd pass out. So nice. I'm used to drunks on the porch.
Greg Hahn.
cakes.
Greg Hahn will be in Lexington, Kentucky this evening. It's amazing. At Comedy Off Broadway tonight.
Still amazing.
Tonight through Saturday. A couple quick things. First of all, a very sad note. The great Bobby Knight died yesterday, and there'll be a lot of tributes out there. I wanted to play a couple pieces. This first one is actually Coach Knight. This is a recording of Bob Knight, and give it a listen. You'll see why I'm playing it right now.
When my time on earth is gone and my activities here are past, I want they bury me upside down and my critics can kiss my ass.
There you go.
Oh, that's Bob.
But we have a really rare piece, a Bob and Tom exclusive. Coach Knight was a friend of the show, and was in here several times, and we surprised him with this.
Love him or hate him, America has come to know the most controversial coach in college basketball history is Bobby Knight. Now, Bob and Tom Television presents Bob Knight, The Early Years.
Okay, boys. Hey, this is our first Little League game of the season. Now, let's just go out there and play hard and have some fun, huh? Hey, what's the matter, Bobby?
What's the matter? What's the matter? Fun? Who the do you think is out here to have fun?
Bobby.
This team has played like in practice.
Hey.
And now we're about to get our kicked by those over there in the other dugout. That's just great.
My goodness.
Bob Knight, The Early Years. You'll relive the experiences that helped shape one of the nation's best teachers of the game of basketball.
Now, children, what seems to be the problem here? Settle down now. Bobby Knight, get your finger out of your nose.
See this booger, Mrs. Simpkins? That's how you're teaching right now. Why don't you pick a better subject? What? As a matter of fact, why don't you go out in the hall and think about what the you are doing being a teacher anyway? Oh my.
The heartwarming youth of a legend. Bob Knight, The Early Years.
Is that the right way to ride a bicycle? Cards in the spokes? That's really cute. You gonna ride the junior high with those training wheels, or are you gonna grow up? You're almost 2.5, Demi. And tell your mom these cookies taste like
Coming soon to Bob and Tom Television.
There you go.
He was colorful.
The early years, yes, yes, indeed. We return to the news desk with Christy Lee. Have we missed anything?
Oh, boy. A tourist was caught trying to smuggle over a gallon of dog semen recently.
Ugh.
Jam Press reports the unnamed suspect was stopped at the port of Buenos Aires after traveling by sea from neighboring Uruguay. During a routine scan, custom agents detected a suspicious package in one of the man's 2 backpacks.
Nothing to declare.
Oh.
Upon further inspection,
Oh, it was in a vessel of some sort?
officials discovered a large thermal container, Tom, with a white substance inside.
Sickening.
The Peruvian man then confessed that he was transporting canine semen. What is that? I mean,
it's dog jizz.
I know what it is. I don't exactly know. 5 liters of it. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
3 liters more than a bottle of Pepsi.
That's a lot of...
Does the airline limit you to the number of ounces of dog semen you can take on a plane? You have to check the baggage.
Ugh.
That is so bizarre.
Yeah.
What kind of dogs were they trying to raise, I wonder? You suppose you know how when you were a kid, if you got caught smoking cigarettes, you had to smoke the whole pack?
Is that what you think happened here?
I think I'd drink it.
No.
Sir, you're going to have to drink that.
You're going to have to drink it all. We caught you with it.
Yeah.
But see, this goes back to our story the other day about bull semen, where they have it in separate straws and nitrous. This was just in a thermal container, 5 liters worth.
So they're mixing it all up?
Mixed together?
Maybe it's the same dog.
Poor dog.
That poor guy. that dog. All right, I enjoyed I enjoyed the first 50.
My gosh, you need more?
For God's sake, take the sleeve off the Vitamix. You're rubbing me raw.
And we have more semen stories in the news coming up.
Of course we do.
Yes.
He wasn't a seaman. He was a Marine. He's Greg Hahn.
Hey, everybody.
He's our guest. Is this correct? You're going to be in Lexington, Kentucky?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be there doing the jokes.
Well, that's impossible.
Go nuts.
Taking the Concorde?
Yeah.
I'm stunned. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Brian Johnson, first, the lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time tonight, right? Hey, matey, we're going to roast up Sean and give him a nice concert for a good hour and a half. And he can like it. Yeah. He goes...
He sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing the hokey pokey. Goes, I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club, and he's doing a benefit, and so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this jazz. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage, and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out, and I'm going to bring you out. And like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come, and he come and get you, and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage, and I get engulfed in the show. Uh-huh. Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow, they're playing Shoot the Thrill. Get the plate, the floor is rocking. Next song. Back in black. Wow. Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song. It's silent for like an hour, for about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, they're playing house bells. Place is ready to riot, and the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells. All right. I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is gonna go up.
Oh, my God.
One of my favorite things you've ever discussed in the show, and if you wouldn't mind maybe doing a little bit of this for me, you have talked about marriage on this show to the point that we we get requests all the time.
Good.
For people to hear your little discussion about this, which is brilliant. And I don't want to give away any of it, but would you mind relating a little bit? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, I was married for 3 years, and which is not a long time, you know. We were supposed to be together until one of us died.
True.
I never even had a fever. My friends were shocked I got divorced. You're getting divorced? That's weird. You seem so happy at the wedding. The wedding? Yeah, that's not part of the marriage. No. It's like telling a shark attack victim, gee, you seemed okay on the beach. And to speak to Christy's point, you know, my wife felt I was too down, I was too negative. Well, this divorce should help.
Yeah, there you go.
She said I had changed. You know, you didn't used to be like this. If I'd known I'm going to be like this, I never would have gone to bed with you. Hey, guess why I didn't tell you?
Yeah, okay.
And of course, you know, marriage is hard. We all know it. The proof here in the room, the success and. Einstein.
Gotcha.
Marriage is so hard. Einstein got divorced.
Albert Einstein's unbelievable.
Yeah, Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived, got divorced. They should tell you that before you get married. It shouldn't be, do you love her? Do you want to spend the rest of your life with her? It should be, do you think you're smarter than Einstein? And there you have it.
Yeah.
Nick Griffin, ladies and gentlemen.
Steaks with fresh effing veggies and a creme brulee that's effing out of this effing world. Or go effing nuts with a hot fudge sundae.
How would you rate the Effing House Family Restaurant?
It was the best effing experience of my life.
Rate this place? Well, I wouldn't give it a B. I wouldn't even give it a C because it's effing A.
In Effingham, Illinois, it's the Effing House Family Restaurant. You'll have an effing good time.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Thank God. Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, good morning, holiday hardware store shoppers.
Well,
this is Ernie Fergler.
Hey, Ernie.
Hi, how are you?
Good season for hardware. I know I've been in and out of the hardware store a lot
me
lately.
too.
Oh, well, wonderful. Be sure to stop by Fergler's now. I'll be looking for you.
You wouldn't catch me dead in that place.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, first, early happy holidays, everyone.
You got some eggnog, it sounds like.
Please stop by the store today for a free cup of Grandpa Fergler's old-fashioned recipe eggnog.
Oh, yeah. What's in that? Probably a lot of cream.
Well, it's got a lot of everything in it, Tom. I must say it's better this year than ever.
Oh, yeah?
I've had a cup already this morning. I have to see that everything seems a lot clearer. I don't know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
But don't take my word for it.
No.
The boys in the back say that my nog is special because it's full of the Christmas spirit, whatever that means.
Nice.
Hey, we got our first order of Christmas trees in again.
Yeah?
Hello?
New trees?
1,000, Bob.
Hey, what's happening, Ernie?
What the hell is going on anyway?
Leave them alone.
How does this happen to me every year?
How many trees did you get, Ernie?
Huh?
How many trees do you have?
1,000, Bob. Is that
Wow.
enough? Damn it, we still have like 300 left from 2007.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Bob and Tom. 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's in the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
I sure am, Chick. And real quick, Steven Singer Jewelers proving how worthless lab-grown diamonds are by giving away a free 1-carat lab diamond with every engagement ring purchase while supplies last. Purchase is necessary. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for all the details.
There's Ace Cosby. Howdy. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, that bonus Ace Cosby joke of the day. Joining us in the studio, that handsome man over there is Greg Hahn, comedian. And we are joined by another handsome man. I'm sure it's Dan Nettermeyer from an airport somewhere in the universe. Dan is from Gulf Shores, Alabama. Hey, Dan, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. I just landed in the MIA.
All right.
That means you're missing? No.
Are you in Miami? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
What are you in Miami?
We're traveling. We are traveling to Tortola. It's my wife's and I's 35th wedding anniversary this week.
35. Don't you know you can get out of that? You don't have to. Am I right on this, Hahn? You can get out, right?
Run for your life.
Too late now, Tom.
How lovely.
Sounds like fun. Dan Nettemeyer is our winner of Week 8 of our NFL competition. He was in a 10-way tie for first place, guessing 15 of 16 games, but he won the tiebreaker with his pick for Monday Night Football. Well, congratulations, Dan. What team do you root for?
Thank you. I'm actually kind of more of a Chiefs fan, but more than anything right now, I'm pulling for the New London Red Raiders. I think they're the stone cold lead pipe Cape Harden lock.
Yeah, they play tomorrow night. The Bellefontaine Chieftains in the playoffs there in Madison County, Ohio. Yeah,
how about that?
Now, Dan, are you a native of Alabama or are you from Ohio?
No, I'm not. I'm actually a native of the St. Louis area. I moved down here to Gulf Shores a little over 3 years ago.
Nice.
Very nice. Beautiful spot.
Yep.
You're a boat ride away from Greg Hahn's new apartment.
A big boat ride.
Well, you'd have to go.
I thought Dan was a comedian.
You'd have to go south around the Florida Keys and over to the other side.
It'd be a nice boat ride.
Dan,
I'll keep that in mind.
Congratulations, good picks, and you're going to get to pick against Chick McGee right now. Go ahead, Chick.
Here we go. Time for the shoe of the week. You know, a record is just really a way to keep track of things, and that doesn't sound like this show, does it? Keeping track of stuff? No, the heck with that. Let's not look at the record. You can't look at the record of something without looking at each individual member. That's right.
You can't look
of the
back.
fraternity.
Let's
Don't look
just
back.
Look forward.
Look forward. Christy,
Yeah.
give me an NFL team. Go.
Give me the Packers.
The Packers. Give me another NFL team, Christy.
The Eagles.
The Eagles, really?
I don't know.
Son of a gun. Boy, that's a big game this week.
Sorry.
The Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys are going to knock heads. They are playing in Philadelphia. Dallas getting 3. Who do you like? The Philadelphia Eagles -3 or Dallas +3?
I'm going to go Dallas +3.
All right. I'm going to go Philly -3.
All right.
All right. And then the Tennessee Titans tonight travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. And Kenny Pickett has vowed that he will play. So Titans are getting 3. Who do you like? Tennessee +3, Pittsburgh -3 at home.
I'm liking the Titans on that one.
I am too. I'll take the Titans +3. And then the Miami Dolphins and your Kansas City Chiefs, but you already know this. They play in beautiful, where the hell is it? Frankfurt? Free hot dogs, red hots. Get your hot dogs, get your red hots. The Chiefs giving 2 in that. Who do you like? Dolphins +2 or Kansas City, who look kind of sketchy to me, all of a sudden -2?
I agree. This one's a tough one, but I have to go with my Chiefs.
All right, sir. I will take Miami +2. And that is this week's Shoot. Hang on. Shoot. Would you? There, I put the quarter in. The shoe-in of the week.
Well, thanks, Mike. Now, you're on the way to was it, what'd you say?
Tortola.
Well, that's very fancy.
Tortola.
Wow. Is it a one-stop flight from where you are?
Well, we started in Pensacola. We're in Miami. We're holding over in San Juan before we finally fly into Tortola.
Whoa.
That sounds awesome.
Sounds like a pain in the ass.
St. Pauli's Island was booked. Where's that? Off of Georgia? Congratulations, 35 years. What a success.
Yes.
That's great, Dan. Have you been there before?
I'm in the middle of we have not, but I'm in the middle of a surprise for my wife. She doesn't know it, but her sister and brother-in-law are joining us. And I'm waiting for them to walk up. So I'm talking to you and trying to video.
Oh, hey, listen, I don't want you to miss this.
Oh, gosh, let's not get in the way of that.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
No, this is you guys are a lot of fun. We enjoy it. I enjoy the show.
Well,
thank you very much, Dan.
I'm just glad you enjoy your brother-in-law and your sister-in-law. That's a miracle.
Well, he married into the family.
Oh, boy.
So he gets it, right?
Well, Dan, congratulations.
Exactly.
Good luck with your. Have a great vacation. That sounds like a wonderful time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And
Thanks.
happy anniversary.
And thanks for listening.
Thank you. Thank you all very much.
You're welcome, sir.
Y'all
Thank you very much.
All right.
You're welcome, Dan. Thank you.
Oh, it was sweet.
If you live in a tropical climate, you vacation in one?
No. Why do you go to an island? Why do you go to an island? I mean, I like Dan, great guy.
Oh, yeah, great guy. But boys,
he's a mover and a shaker.
He's made a huge mistake here, I can tell. Yeah.
Wouldn't you wait a couple weeks and go skiing?
Yeah.
You know,
No
change
way.
of pace.
What are you going to do at some island? Fly all day to jet ski, right? You can do that in Pompano.
It's amazing anyone tells you to anything. Good Lord.
That sounds like a great time.
Where is Tortola? Do you have any
Apparently
idea?
it's near Puerto Rico or something.
I know they have
what did he say? He's
biggest,
going, or San Juan, right?
giant turtles there in Tortola.
Do they?
That's what you want to go see?
Portuguese for turtle, Tortola.
How about people that go to Australia? They fly their whole lives to get to Australia.
Yeah.
For shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah.
You can stay home. Get your own shrimp and invite Barbie.
What are your thoughts on Europe, Greg?
He's not wrong.
Europe? What are you going to take, the European tour? Does your hotel have a window? Look out. Good. Good.
Okay, we have Christy Lee.
Not big on traveling, are you?
Yeah, I've done it.
Where are we? Oh, Milwaukee. Great. Okay.
No matter where you go, there you are.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but it's my understanding you'll be traveling today to Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, man, I love it.
That's amazing.
Comedy off. You got gigs coming up in Dayton, Indy, St. Louis, Springfield, Logansport, and Erie, New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. I'm trying to get Willie to do that,
in
too.
Erie at Keller's Magic Comedy Club.
Yeah,
That'll be a killer night.
That's a blow-up party.
That'll be a great show.
Thanks for mentioning it.
Greg Hahn can be found at GregHahn.com, and that's H-A-H-N, GregHahn.com. If you want to book something for a great, the finest Christmas show of all time, if you want your staff to be pissing their pants. That's what'll happen. He's so funny. I'm just saying.
Right, Josh, the corporate shows.
Yes.
Hey, I need a stage. Here's your dance floor.
You'll be
I
fine.
need a microphone. Here's your podium.
Yeah, here's your lavalier.
Christy,
I
what
always
do you
bite
got?
those in half.
Coming up, we were talking about traveling. We have a tourist that did some traveling and caused a problem in Lisbon. We'll talk about that. You got to watch your Google Translate.
And we
also have a lady.
We have more semen in the news.
We have more semen, and we have defecation.
Okay. Well, that'll be
Playing
Not
the hits.
together.
Nothing but the hits right here.
Yeah. And cannabis also in the news. It's all happening. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Hey, for everything Bob and Tom, check out our website, bobandtom.com.
Can I ask you something else about living alone?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Unless, what do you want to move in? What's going on? No, I'm just curious.
Tom's looking forward to that day.
This interests me. Yeah, I have a lot of people hanging out of my house, but I enjoy that. Do you? You said you had a cat?
I do have a cat.
Do you have a dog?
I don't have a dog, and that was taken in the divorce. We had a part Rottweiler, part Doberman named. That was his name. Good boy. He's a good boy. He is a good boy. But I'm thinking about getting a dog. Dogs are great. Yeah, they are. And especially, I'll tell you, I'm interested in the Chihuahua only because the Chihuahua, I can learn a lot from a Chihuahua. I need empowerment lessons from a Chihuahua because a Chihuahua has this species amnesia. They have no idea of their relative size and the scope of reality. And I need that because you go over to someone's house that has a Chihuahua and right there, they're hey, just ready to go. You weigh 4 ounces. I could mail you in a priority package for $4.85, and you're gonna tear my ass up. Is that what's happening here? What I don't like about certain dog owners is that I don't mind talking to your animal, but don't include me in the conversation with the dog. That's my only problem. Is when you're talking to me, talk to me. Right. You know, oh, did you go up to Yosemite this summer? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's great. Yosemite's beautiful. Earl and I went up there last year. We got in a tent. It was great. It rained, and oh boy, Pepper didn't like that, did you, Pepper? No, you didn't. You wanted to get out of that tent, didn't you? You barred. Tell Dwight how much you hated it. That's right. Anyway, so there's nothing to do, but Earl and I just got it on the whole time, and that's all you can do. Pepper didn't like that, did you? No, you thought Daddy was hurting Mommy, didn't you, Pepper? Look at Pepper's face. You don't know what I'm saying, do you? Oh, he's cute. Yeah. Anyway, we did the Mexican cartwheel and a big wheel. And that was very nice. Oh, yeah. Isn't that right, Pepper? Don't bite me!
Dwight Slade is our guest.
Yes, I believe Dan.
So Dan, you're getting divorced. Huh?
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, even on like careers, I mean, it is tough, on the road. But we're just so different too. Like, comedy, and she is an electrical engineer. Very, very different worlds.
Okay. Wow.
And I probably should have listened more too, because I realized after her doing that for 9 years, the only thing I know about her job is that it has to do with electricity and engineering, and that's it. Like, it's so boring. Like, I hate it. Like, she would try and describe it to me, and she would use these technical words that I don't understand. And then she would dumb it down with smaller technical words I also don't understand.
Right.
So it would just be frustrating. Like, I would feel like some dumb monster just incapable of knowledge. Just like, me no like talk now. Dan Hart hurt. Dan Hart sad. I mean, seriously, the things she would say.
That's very good.
But it would be like, would you guys understand this if she's trying? I'd be like, what do you do? She's like,
are you asking us if we understand
like,
divorce?
No, the job.
The job. Oh, the job. Okay.
Like, okay, because this is the kind of thing she would say. I'm like, no, seriously though, what do you do?
Right.
She's like, well, right now I design schematics to handle the downtown power grid voltage distribution. What?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what's the schematic do? She's like, well, schematic doesn't do anything. It just shows where the load's being carried. And I'd have to go 8th grade to make myself feel better. I'm like, well, I'll show you where the load's going to get carried. Dan happy now. Dan Hart fun again.
She'd be like, Dan, I'm serious.
Typical guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dan got big load.
Yeah.
Dan been on road.
Yeah, the problem was it was so dry. I knew I'd have to work so hard, and then in the end, it would just suck anyway. It would just be something boring I wouldn't care about.
Right.
Sometimes I'd want to just say, look, just stop talking. Do you or do you not build robots? No?
Yeah.
Then why are we talking?
Right.
She could build a robot.
Yeah, I guess she
Electrical
could.
engineer, sure.
Yeah.
I know. Why can't you do that?
She probably will.
Still,
Yep.
Yes, one that
Replace me.
listens. Yeah.
Someone she can get along with.
Yeah. Who doesn't like meat? Hello.
Yes, that could very well happen. And be kind of a dillbot.
Okay. I think that's
So
the
it likes
first time
pickles. All right.
insulted someone's ex-wife on the air.
No. A dillbot makes perfect sense.
If she's an electrical engineer, she can, make her.
Yeah, make whatever she
Who
wants.
knows? I'm sure she's a lovely person.
I just picture my son saying, my new daddy's a dillbot.
I'm not sure that.
Was impregnated by her husband, Hyaston. She never really liked Hyaston, but they had 12 children. Hyaston up and died, and Susie remarried. I'll tell you, it was really something, because she married her true love, Sam Samurai.
Oh, touching.
Yep. With Sam, she had...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Greg Hahn's here in the studio with us today.
Hi, Chick.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
All right.
My negotiating skills,
Oh,
I know how to do it.
Oh,
Offer me a gig for $50. Watch this.
Can you do it for $50?
Done!
There you go. I hope you all learned something. Tom?
We need to have Mr. Hahn sit in on our Sexy Time broadcast, because we have a lot of people have questions.
Oh, yeah. You need to stop by on a Wednesday.
Yeah, okay.
And Josh will often say, hey, you need to break up with the guy. Or you need to break up with the lady. Have you ever broken up with anybody?
Yeah, I've broken up before.
How does that go?
I don't know. There's a joke about it, probably.
Don't you? I could have
hard to
sworn
break up.
You did it by text one time.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
8 years, good run. I'm out. Send, block. Boom. That's how you do it.
Send a block.
It's hard to break up, though. It's hard. You can't break up on the holidays, on her birthday, Valentine's Day. You got like a 2-week window in April to pull the trigger, or put it another year like a chump.
See, it was worth it. I love to go fishing with Hahn. Okay. Let's see now. Where were we?
We were going to talk about
Omaha Steaks because it's the steak cooking season, and Josh is our man at Omaha Steaks.
Yes, right now it's the season for tailgating, cozy comfort food, and of course fall grilling. Omaha Steaks has all your fall cravings covered with 50% off site-wide. Half off everything, my friends, during their semi-annual sale. 50% off your favorite tender, juicy, extra-aged steaks like those butcher's cut filet mignons. Go to omahasteaks.com today. Use code BTS at checkout. You're going to get an extra $30 off your order. With Omaha Steaks, the possibilities are simply endless. I'm talking endless flavor, endless value on all those incredible entrees, scrumptious sides, decadent desserts like the caramel apple tartlets. All of them 50% off during the semi-annual sale. Every bite, by the way, backed by their 100% unconditional money-back guarantee. Go to omahasteaks.com, shop all those delicious favorites of yours for half the price. And don't forget to enter promo code BTS at checkout for that extra $30 off. But hurry, this semi-annual sale is only for a limited time. Minimum purchase may apply. Visit omahasteaks.com for all the details.
Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you, Omaha Steak. By the way, this is the holiday season. One of the great gifts to get for someone, Omaha Steaks. They'd much rather have that than a tie. Thanks for the tie. Just what I wanted. I can hang myself with it. Right now, I want to tell Christy.
What?
We were talking yesterday about I believe is the term sperm motility.
Yes.
Is that what that is?
How fast your sperms move?
That's how they get around. Round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around.
And we got talking about the sperms and showers and why were people taking their showers with their phones? What was the...
Now, see, you think that they were taking a shower with the phone in the shower, and that's not what was happening. During Allie's segment yesterday, a woman wrote in and said, should she be concerned because every time her boyfriend takes a shower, he takes his phone into the bathroom? Well...
Because he likes to listen to music and or podcasts.
Yes, which is normal behavior. He's not... Tom thinks that he was taking the phone into the shower with him and taking naked pictures and sending them to girls. That's in his head. That's what he's doing.
And that's where we got the new character, Dick Waters.
We sure did.
But he wasn't doing that.
Well, I got this letter. Dear Tom.
Yeah.
This is from Mike in Hubbard, Ohio. Do you know where Hubbard is, Chick?
Yeah, it's where Ray Wiley came from.
I've never heard of Hubbard, Ohio.
It says... regarding your inquiry.
Old Mother Hubbard lived there.
Oh, that's
where it came from.
That's Mike's mom.
She had a big cupboard.
Okay, it says, hey, Tom, regarding your inquiry as to who brings their phone into the shower, I have a small shelf in my shower where I put my phone to listen to the Bob and Tom show whilst washing my ass.
Oh, I didn't need to know that.
The poet, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Maybe
Is that what he said?
Right now, give it an extra tap with your finger, while you're back
Sure,
there.
yeah, why not?
Say hello. So in any, I
He's
thought
fascinated with that.
No, I thought maybe this guy was taking not this guy, but the one in the
one in our letter you thought was doing
taking some pics for
no.
somebody. Okay.
She thinks that because, as Josh pointed out,
she's a paranoid lunatic.
And I said she just wants to listen to his phone while he's in the shower.
Oh, maybe that's
okay. Well, let's move forward. Do you have the? Did we have another sperm story? I guess we did the dog sperm.
We already
story.
did all. No, we have another sperm story. Over the past 5 decades, numerous studies have reported a decline in sperm quality, and the average sperm count has dropped from 99 million sperm per milliliter to 47 million per milliliter.
Alarming.
And you know what they think? Mobile phone use.
There's
Maybe
no doubt.
the effect. Yeah. It may
Why
be
did
affecting semen quality.
Why did you tell him that? You know what he's going to do with this information?
What?
He's going to overreact, is what he's going to do.
I would never do such a thing.
You just threw your phone away.
Researchers in Switzerland surveyed nearly 3,000 young men who completed a detailed questionnaire related to their health, lifestyle habits, and phone use. The data revealed a link between frequent phone use.
What'd you say?
Frequent. I became a mouse in the middle of that.
I know, yeah.
Frequent phone use and lower sperm concentration. Researchers hope to determine the mechanism behind increased phone use and the lower sperm quality. You can find out more if you get the journal Fertility and Sterility. I'm sure that's fun.
Hey,
why would it do that? I don't understand. I don't see the link.
Probably some kind of radiation coming off your phone.
There's nothing
or
coming
something.
off your phone.
Invisible waves.
It's all coming off your phone,
It's been proven
Greg.
a million times. It's fine.
Oh, boy, they have the wool over your eyes.
Yeah, they do. That's fine. Phone works great.
Yeah, they're made in China. Think about it.
Our phones are made in China?
Yes.
Hey, listen, Greg, this is good news for you. No need to use a rubber anymore. You're on the phone so much.
Man, if there's a better slang word that's really not that dirty,
right?
It's got to be rubber.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's
cute.
You ever tell that to a date, Tom? You come back, you pull up to a convenience store and you go, "Hey, honey, I'm going to go get some rubbers. I'll be right back." Never do that?
You can't get pregnant. You're on your phone for a month.
That's right. Any corresponding information as far as females go, or is it?
It doesn't say anything about women. It just
yeah, you're right. There would be something.
Yeah, I would think.
I don't know, but I mean that's a huge drop. What was it again?
Almost half.
The longer-
99 to 47.
The longer you're on the phone for women, the brattier the eggs get. Brats, baby brats. Yeah.
How do you? I mean, 99 million sperm per milliliter. That's a day at the microscope.
Got to count all that?
I'm up to 700.
Well, what if you get to 47 million and somebody goes, "Hey, happy hour starts at 6."
That threw me off. That's also a really long song. 99 million sperm in the milliliter. 99 million sperm.
Oh,
Take one down.
And it went from 99 to what?
47.
47 million.
Wow. That might be half. Yeah.
But is it? I mean, it may be other things besides cell phone use.
It may be what's in our food.
Yeah, there's lots of other things that could.
Yeah.
Could be.
Boy, I tell you what, it's not.
Maybe we have enough people.
They might ride their bikes everywhere.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not take 5 candy bars. I know that.
No, it isn't.
How many have you had?
13.
Oh,
No, in my phone,
you're
it's,
only supposed to take 5.
you see, this isn't it. Right here in my iPhone, it says sperms and conditions. And I didn't read it, but I just checked the box.
That's sad.
It says term.
Does that qualify as a joke?
No, it does not.
Ace would have said that. How does that feel?
You know, does your health monitor, because it monitors
Ace
everything
rejected
else?
that.
Does your health
Yes.
monitor your sperm
My
mobility?
my Apple Watch has my sperm count.
You have one of those watches that monitors your heart and whatnot?
Yeah,
like I do?
yeah.
It's an Apple.
So if you get in a horrible conversation, does it go off like mine does? Because my heart rate goes crazy. I can't take it. I'll wrap it up. Yeah.
Certain words
Yeah,
trigger.
no, the guy's so boring or something, you know?
Here, let's watch Greg's heart thing go up. Commitment. And that's coming from me.
Yeah. I've had to wrap up conversations because my watch is warning me your heart's not doing well. Yeah. I'm like,
That's
I
a
gotta
great
go.
way to get out of a
gotta go.
conversation. Yeah. Sorry.
Now, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News. Have we missed anything?
A tourist caused a bomb alert at a Lisbon restaurant after he mistakenly indicated he wanted a grenade. The 36-year-old from Azerbaijan was trying to order a drink when a language app gave him the wrong translation for the word pomegranate. He had written the translation on a napkin and handed it to the waiter. Little did he know, the app had accidentally regurgitated the word for grenade.
That's so funny that he wrote it on a napkin and handed it. Of course they thought.
The waiter thought that the inaccurate translation was a threat and, fearing the customer was saying he had a grenade, called the police. The man was subsequently arrested, taken to the police station for interrogation.
All I wanted was a pomegranate.
I'm getting an anal search. What the hell?
He was later released following what police said was a thorough inspection.
You're right. Wow.
Tom.
That could happen. No,
Here's a recording of that inspection. Hang on a second. Be really quiet. Are you right? You ready?
No.
There it is.
okay. He was looking for a nice place to sit. That could be tricky.
I just wanted a pomegranate martini. What went wrong? Yeah.
Wow.
And Tom did not know
you
what
know
a
what?
pomegranate
This guy
was.
gets what he deserves for ordering anything pomegranate.
Yeah.
Have a real drink.
Too close to the bomb. I don't think I would know what a pomegranate looks like.
Yeah.
Like little seeds?
Yeah, a lot of seeds.
Is it like an apple?
Kind of, about the size of an apple. Yeah.
I mean, you hear about it in fairy tales.
You do?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Every fairy tale's got
Gretel left them behind.
It was very popular a few years ago with Palm Juice. It was called Palm Juice. It came in that really cool bottle.
Well, palm juice is what Josh is wiping off of his T-shirts.
Oh, geez.
That's palm
All this palm juice.
That's different.
Oh, sorry.
An Ohio judge has issued an arrest warrant for a woman accused of defecating on a church altar.
Why did she do this?
Christy, you didn't have to.
No, you know what? You didn't.
I was out of stories. This is the last one I got.
Oh, we could have talked about anything else.
You know, those communion wafers have a lot of fiber.
No.
Nope.
No, nope.
That's your second rejection.
Oh, they don't.
Hey, Padre, these are a little chewy. Yeah, you have anything lighter?
Ms. Laura Miniard was due in court for a hearing in connection with the incident that occurred back in May at Cincinnati's Good Samaritan Hospital.
Even worse.
The 27-year-old allegedly relieved herself on the altar inside the chapel at the hospital, and according to authorities, used a fabric runner on the altar to wipe herself. She was charged with desecration and criminal damaging or endangering. After failing to appear for her court date, Judge Janiyah Trotter Bratton has now issued an order for her arrest. Her probation officer reports her whereabouts are unknown.
That poor probation officer having to deal with this lunatic.
In the book of John.
I like that joke.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, the amazing thing is she did it while kneeling. Now, that's a trick.
Yikes.
Put her away.
Yeah.
Put her away.
They can't even find her.
Yeah.
Find her.
She's out there running around.
Put her down.
Let's put her down.
Wait a minute.
Now, I mentioned that our guest in the studio is comedian Greg Hahn, and he is going to be in Lexington, Kentucky, starting tonight for Thursday, Friday, Saturday evening. Then he's got Wiley's in Dayton, Ohio, coming up November 24th and 25th. Helium in Indy the 29th. The 30th of November, St. Louis is Helium. And then it'll be December 2nd in Logansport, December 9th, Springfield, Illinois, and then New Year's Eve, Erie, PA, at Keller's Magic Comedy Club.
Nothing but fun.
That is awesome.
Yes. Got to pay this HOA I got coming up.
You got your new house?
Come on. Yeah, I tried to use a reverse mortgage. I was telling these people how much they owed me. It didn't work. And my realtor's like, oh, you got to make a sincere offer. I'm like, okay, from the bottom of my heart.
Well, Pat, we need to get another song out of you.
Another? We haven't had one today.
Yeah, we had a good one.
Pizza crust. I forgot.
And I know that
Josh booed it.
That's how good it was.
Boo! Oh, I did too. I booed it too. Yeah.
Deserved it.
The Beatles are releasing
I do have a story about
a
that.
new song. What do you got?
Yeah, Now and Then comes out today, the new release from the Beatles. And Peter Jackson apparently is the director for the video, which will come out on Friday. Jackson says his sticking point about doing all of this was there was very little film footage of Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, and George Harrison working on the song Now and Then back in 1995. And, of course, or John Lennon recording the demo in the 70s. Apparently, he found 14 hours of previously unknown footage, and Harrison's widow, Olivia, and Sean Lennon each provided home movies. So hopefully we'll have a cool video of this.
You know, this is when they did the first two songs from this tape that they had found from this cassette from John Lennon. They were able to, with who did it with him? The guy from ELO,
Jeff Lynne.
They couldn't do this one because the piano was in the way, and they were able to use AI technology to get.
Too much Beatles.
Well, the Beatles didn't play with buckets over their head like your favorite band.
They wear masks.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. It's all about the music. It should be fascinating. Now, Pat, you and I are both big Beatles fans. We, with good reason. But
put a sock.
Do you have a tribute?
Well, they have a vocal they found, but they added piano this time. They found a piece of audio.
Oh, can't they move the piano
from Lennon's house?
Oh, okay.
So they have one final piece of audio coming up. Okay. Yoko and I aren't home right now. But if you leave a message at the sound of the tone, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much.
Boy, they're using anything they can find.
Yes, they are.
It's really.
Well, this is kind of an interesting thing. If you've watched Shark Tank, you probably wonder which products on Shark Tank were the most successful.
Oh, I have some guesses. I love Shark Tank.
Go ahead. Give me a guess.
Bombas. That's going to be...
That is number one.
Bombas is number one.
Good for you.
All right.
This is a new list in USA Today, the
I love my
top-selling
Bombas.
products of all time.
I think the guy who makes the scrubby sponges with the smiley faces.
Yes,
that was
that's
a
going
good
to be...
Sponge Daddy?
I bet that's top 5.
Scrub Daddy. You're very,
Scrub
very
Daddy.
good. Number one is Bombas at $1.3 billion in sales.
Man.
Bombas are the socks when you buy a pair. They donate a pair.
yes.
It's a great program. The Everlywell at-home health test kits, number 2 at $1.1 billion.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That was a Shark Tank thing. And here's the one, the Scrub Daddy, $926 million over
That's
the
great.
years.
Man.
Is that number 3, or what are you saying?
Number three.
3.
What about my wind chime hat? Where'd that come in?
What about his wind chime hat?
Yeah.
I don't see
How
that.
about my soundproof pants? You hear anything? No. How about now?
I still can't.
All right. What about my dandruff shampoo? Yeah. No, what about my diarrhea shampoo? Never mind. I can't remember my own jokes.
Love everything about it.
I would imagine squatty potties in the top
Yeah, that was a big
20
one.
at least. Or,
Let me see. Number 10,
Okay.
the Squatty Potty at $260 million. Once again, number 1.
Hymen rejuvenation, is that in there?
Bombas at $1.3 billion.
The re-cherry? That's what they called it?
How about my solar-powered ass grabber?
What is that again? Your solar-powered
ass grabber.
The ass grabber. Oh, yeah. What about the ass grabber?
This is a surprise. The Phone Soap UV smartphone cleaning device, $187 million.
Christy got us those.
Yeah, I got you that for Christmas one year.
love it.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
You'll find it under your desk in your office. I'm
I
sure.
treasure it.
It's on top of my desk.
You guys are all jerks.
I use mine weekly.
Thank you.
On his anus.
That's right. I call it my anus soap. To hell with my phone.
The corduroy's beanbag chairs, number 12.
Ah, yes.
Why are we in the 12s? Did we do all the 10s?
Because I had to skip down to the Squatty Potty, which was number 10.
Yeah, but you did 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Then you brought up the Squatty Potty. I had to go down.
I did, yeah.
Or somebody did.
What about the boob honker? Is that on there?
What number is that? I think Hershevek invested in that one.
He really liked that one. This keeps the twins quiet, you know.
Cousins Maine Lobster food trucks at number 5.
Man, I want to try one so bad.
What is it?
It's
big old
just
lobster po' boys and stuff.
Just
Lobster rolls?
it's exactly what you think it is.
Lobster rolls.
What? Is it a truck?
Yeah. No, they call it a food truck because it's a spaceship. No.
Yeah, it started off as a truck. And then,
read it again.
And then they started having more trucks. They may have a couple brick and mortar now.
Okay. They used to have a brick and mortar. They went to trucks and now... Oh, God.
Okay, how about Dude Wipes? At
Oh, yeah.
$341 million worth of Dude Wipes.
We always have them on our fishing boat.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you heave them in the water when you're done?
No, we put them in our pocket like a handkerchief.
Do not.
And that's where the soundproof pants come in.
Smell-proof would be better.
Wow. Yeah, the Bombas socks are great.
Yeah, that's a terrific product.
Obviously, it's done very, very well.
Good for Shark Tank, man. Really helping entrepreneurs out there and doing good.
Yep.
Yeah, find out the details in USA Today. And I'd like to know which of the sharks bid on each one of these, because I don't know.
I know Brothers Lobster was Barbara.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I do remember that.
So the rich people are making even more money is what you're telling me.
Well, that's...
But they're doing
folks
they don't all pay out. That's the thing. Some of the ones they invest in
fail.
Like some of the ideas that we've just presented.
Are you telling me you wouldn't want a boob honker?
Well, I was thinking about a hat company like Bombas. Every time you buy a hat, they donate one to another bald guy. Not sure what we'd call it.
How about Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security
that's
system?
a great idea.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And now it's an especially good time to design your own, install your own security system, because you can get up to 50% off a brand new Simply Safe home security system right now at simplysafetom.com. simplysafe.com. And oh, by the way, it's named Best Home Security of 2023 by U.S. News and World Report. Simply Safe, comprehensive protection for the whole home with advanced sensors that detect break-ins, fires, floods, and more, plus HD cameras inside and out, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day, half the cost of traditional home security. With new 24/7 LiveGuard protection and smart alarm wireless indoor camera monitoring, agents can see and speak to intruders, helping stop crime in real time. A powerful technology exclusively from Simply Safe. And satisfaction backed by Simply Safe's money-back guarantee. It's just this simple. Try Simply Safe for 60 days risk-free. If you don't love it, return your system, full refund. And for a limited time, Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 50% off any Simply Safe system with Fast Protect plan. Visit simplysafetom.com right now. That's simplysafetom.com. And remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
One of the most important things you can do if you want to be like Dan Nettemeyer, who is on his way to Tortola. What is it?
Tortola, yeah.
Yeah, he's our Week 8 winner. You can be the winner of Week 9. Get your entries in before the game starts tonight. All you got to do is go to bobandtom.com/contest. Pick the winners in the NFL this week, and you could be winner just like Dan of the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Dan is from Gulf Shores, Alabama. Doesn't matter where you're from, you can enter. Once again, bobandtom.com/contest. We're coming back with your history lesson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob.
One of the things I like about you is you don't necessarily lower your sights when it comes to some of the things you do. You're willing to go out on a limb.
Oh, I have no sights.
You're willing to go out
blind.
You're willing to go out on a limb and do an impression that perhaps most people aren't going to pick up on.
I'm fearless,
and I respect you for that.
Thank you.
Especially when there's a high quality to the message, and of course, I'm referring to Gregory Peck.
Oh, yes.
Now, Gregory Peck.
Gregory
Peck, not familiar to everybody necessarily, a brilliant actor.
Not everyone knows who he is.
That's right. But if there was a period of time in which he was a big leading man.
Mm-hmm. He was one of the biggest stars in Hollywood.
And he was in something you don't see much anymore unless you look hard, and that is what I would call an important movie.
Yeah.
There are a lot of great movies out there, usually
The Omen,
independent movies.
No, Boys from Brazil.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, I don't mean the...
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying. There are a lot of great movies out there these days, but they tend to you got to look for them. A lot of the stuff that gets a lot of publicity is just a bunch of crap with a bunch of crashes and the same old junk. But...
To Kill a Mockingbird was a great film.
One of the great films of all time. And,
yes.
and you do one of the few tributes to it.
Well, yeah, it's a great movie. You learn a lot about tolerance and diversity from it and stuff. But it was made in like 1960 or whatever, and America's changed a lot since then. There's a lot of groups in this country, not even just racial or ethnic groups, but groups of people who define themselves a certain way. And a new one pops up every week. We're like, all right, we're weird, but you better like us or you're a jerk. Like, all right, we'll write you down on the list. Yeah. If they made To Kill a Mockingbird now, it'd be like 10 hours long to cover all these different groups.
How true.
Atticus Finch would be out there telling his little daughter,
Now, Scout, remember how I told you that black folks are just the same as we are, and we're to treat them with respect. Well, the same goes for these Shiite fundamentalists who just moved in across the streets. They just believe different things than we do. So if you see them out there stoning one of their women to death for sneezing on Wednesday, you pay them no mind. Nobody likes a nosy Nelly. And in this house over here live coprophiliacs. Those are people who derive sexual pleasure from human feces. Now, just because they're unrepentant dump truckers, and we're not, doesn't mean that we are somehow better than they are. They work hard, like all Americans, to put food on their table so they can eat it and poop it out and have sex. I don't know how it works.
I don't want to know how it works.
You just have to be tolerant.
No Oscars for that movie.
No. Mike McRae. How about that?
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Well, I watch, I'm home during the day a lot, and I I have a little ritual called watching 8 hours of Law and Order in a row on cable. Because you can. Yeah. Law and Order, yes. Law and Order, yes. Law and Order, yes. Charmed, crap, it's over. Right. But I love Law and Order because it's ripped from today's headlines. You know? You take some news story that's going on, then they change the names up a little bit, then they make that the plot for the episode. The thing about Law and Order is, though, every episode has to involve a murder. And even if there's not a murder in the news story they're talking about, they just go ahead and add a murder into what happened.
Okay.
And, which has got to piss off the people in the news story, because they're watching. Fred Thompson and Sam Waterston are hashing out the case.
Now, Jack, I'm afraid you're going to have a political firestorm on your hands if you insist on prosecuting this as a first-degree murder trial.
Politics is your area, not mine, Arthur. It's my job to convince a jury that the governor of New York was caught with a high-priced call girl and then murdered her.
Elliot Spitzer is sitting home saying, whoa, I didn't murder her, all right? Everyone knows you're talking about me here. You're not fooling anyone with this Elliot Bitzer character.
Yeah.
Right? He should sue Law and Order, which would be an episode of CSI New York. I don't know how the sticks would work.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Yes, it is the man of it. I'm lounging on the divan with a highball. Why do you insist on calling during Edward R. Murrow? I'm furious.
Come on.
So I'm working on it. My wife said you learn a lot about yourself if you keep a diary. And that is so true. I've learned my life is brimming over with really boring activities. And now one more, writing in my diary. Thanks, honey.
Yeah.
Here's one of the fattest things I've ever done.
I ate a pie in a car.
By myself. The apple pie that we had, it was so thick and beautiful, I just ate it like a piece of pizza.
Wait a minute. So you ate a pie by cutting it into triangular pieces and eating it one by one?
Like
what a weirdo!
Like a pizza. No, like without a fork is what I meant. You pick it up and you eat it like a piece of pizza. You dick.
Bob and Tom.
No, she's not dead, is she?
I don't know.
Marilyn McCoo died?
No.
I mean, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I don't know. Haven't heard from her lately.
Greg Hahn's been our guest today.
It's been wonderful.
An amazing effort, sir.
Good try today, yes.
Thank you.
Had you not been a Marine, you wouldn't have made it. You wouldn't have made it. Anyone lesser than a Marine can't be on this show.
I'll tell you how to tell a
better
joke.
start getting to Lexington. That's a long way from here.
Wait, ho.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know.
I'm going to try to make it.
Tom, did you hear he's going to be in Lexington?
Godwin, how's he going to get there?
Super train. Super train.
By the way, for the record, Marilyn McCoo still with us. Thank you very much.
I want to tell you how to tell a joke.
Yes, please, tell us how to tell
You
a
ever
joke.
been in front of a long joke? Tell us like a hostage situation. There's 4 people trying to get into heaven.
I'm somewhat familiar with it.
And the first guy says, and you're like, get to the 4th guy! Give me the punchline, I'll figure it out backwards!
Well, since you're going to be that way, I'm going to have to show you how it's done.
No. Son of a bitch.
You guys know what dog breed loves living in the Big Apple?
A dog breed that loves living in the Big Apple? I don't know.
A New Yorkie.
Happy, Tom? Are you happy? That's all we need.
That was quick.
What about this makes you say, yes, he can come back every day? There he is.
Thank you very much, Ace. I enjoyed that very much.
Time now for today. In history. November Deuce.
There we go.
His favorite day.
Okay.
Duo.
All Souls Day.
All Soul, is it?
Yeah.
Not All Souls Day.
You going to Mass
Both
with me?
Souls Day.
Both Souls Day.
You going to Mass with me today?
Oh, hell yeah.
We'll do this with...
Do you hear what I said? Yeah, she asked if I'm going to Mass with her, and I said, hell yeah.
Christy Lee, question.
Yes.
Born on this day, James K. Polk.
Mm-hmm.
What does the K stand for?
What does the K stand for?
James K. Polk.
Didn't he have a salad named after him?
Polk Salad Annie. I think the K is silent.
I'll take that as a correct answer.
James Poe?
It's Knight.
Born in 1795. It stands for Knox.
How the hell would I know that?
He's the gelatin. He's the gelatin baron. Knox.
Oh, Knox gelatin. Sure. My nails look
You
great.
wonder, you go through a grocery store and say, why is this Knox gelatin here? The presidential order.
Wow.
There it is.
Okay, we'll try another one. Warren G. Harding.
Yes, president. Go ahead.
I believe it's Warren G. Hardon. Show the proper respect.
That's exactly right, and I'm dismayed that I was going to say the exact same thing.
What does the G stand for in Warren G. Harding?
Gerund. G-E-R-U-N-D.
Geranium.
Gilbert. I don't know what.
I wish it were Gilbert. I can't tell if it's Gibbs.
Gib! I knew it.
Gibby. Isn't he the one who had a baby with his mistress when he was in office? I think so.
Oh, really?
He's old Teapot Dome, I believe. Or whatever.
Handsome-looking guy.
Teapot Dome? What?
Teapot Dome?
That is unfortunate. Yeah.
It was the first big presidential horrible. Yeah, it was horrible.
Okay, he was the 29th president. And
his wife was
it is
pissed.
pronounced Harding. President Hardon, of course, was Bill Clinton.
I don't know. Clinton didn't have a baby with somebody else while he was in office.
Yeah, Harding did.
Harding did.
Happy birthday to the distinguished rapper Nelly.
Where they at? Where they at?
At the St. Lunatics.
He's got a new song. It's getting cold in here because
He's getting older.
He's getting older.
I need a light jacket.
So put on all your clothes.
It's getting cold in here. Oh. Let's see.
Time now for what we learned on the show. You've been canceled.
What about happy birthday, Jimmy Garoppolo?
He has never been able to quarterback an NFL team.
Isn't he done?
Going to get that ring.
Ever. He's done.
Isn't he done?
He will not get a ring.
Did they replace him on the Raiders?
Raiders are Aiden Connaughton or Bilson Morgange, I think.
He's good. Bilson Morgange is good.
He's been third string.
Yeah, for too long.
Bilson, get it!
Why did you pull that name out of your ass? That's amazing.
Bilson
Morgange.
Tom is annoyed by all the passwords we're forced to use and remember.
Can't stand it.
So annoying.
I just want my magazine to read a little bit.
Well,
Buy him at the newsstand.
I'm going to have to stop using my password. Josh's mom's beaver.
It's too long.
Josh will not attend the next Seaman Fest.
Not going. Not after last year's fiasco.
Greg Hahn's having cupcakes and cage fighting in his new penthouse. He can't wait to get back.
Jello shots and duct tape.
Yep. He's going to Lexington, Kentucky tonight. It's amazing. I was going to get there. Pat Godwin is known as the Silver Porcupine. Tom asked Josh, through chuckling, he could barely make it out, if he's ever had leftover pizza.
That's right. And of course I have out of my neighbor's trash can.
Much like a raccoon.
That's right.
Okay, I got the answer, by the way. Wow,
what?
this is hard. Warren G. Harding. The G stands for Gamaliel.
Oh, yeah. Gameil.
The Gamal.
What the hell does that stand for?
You idiot.
That's amazing. Chick, you are the man.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember
I
that.
had trouble finding it.
It's the G spot.
No wonder.
That's why you can't find it.
No wonder.
Wrap it up, Grace.
Oh, it's my turn? Okay, good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.